For 2 months, many of you have been trying desperately to convince me that I would like something that I was pretty confident I wouldn't. And like a stubborn child refusing to even try a head of broccoli, I stuck to my guns, crossed my arms, and said, "No, thank you. I do not like green eggs and ham." And for 2 months, I'd been adamant that I will not watch the movie that blew up this summer, K-pop Demon Hunters. I think it was 2 of the trailers, or maybe it was 1, and I saw it twice, I can't remember. But I saw the trailer, the animation looked great, but it is just not my kind of movie. It is a musical, and I've been very public about how much I do not like musicals. So it simply was not for me, but when this Netflix film exploded with popularity, I said, I'm happy that you're all happy, I'm glad. And for 2 months they said, "No, Charles, listen, you old Scrooge. This is fucking incredible stuff. You might not like musicals, you might not be the biggest K-pop fan, but this movie's gonna blow you away, trust me." The amount of times I heard that, if I only had a nickel. And I was firmly planting my feet and lat spreading, saying, I'm not doing it. You won't get me to watch it. I already know I won't like it that much. What's the point? But then tonight, at 5 a.m., after another sleepless evening, no rest. Gotta tell you, sports fans, I wish the K-pop stars could start targeting insomnia. Fucking banish that to the Shadow Realm, please. If you finish with the demons, please go after insomnia. I'm really fucking tired of it. But I said, to hell with it. I'll take a peek, I'll take a gander, see what all the fuss is about. Nothing to lose. I either watch something and I'm moderately entertained, I watch it and I end up loving it, or I fall asleep. All of these are fine outcomes at 5 a.m. when I just can't sleep in the first place. So I just finished it. It is now 6:30 a.m. And I bet you're expecting me to have this big eureka come to Jesus moment. No, you were all right. It actually was my favorite animated movie ever. Sorry to say that's not the case. I feel exactly how I expected to feel after finishing this film. I didn't hate it or anything. I didn't dislike the movie, but I didn't love it or anything. It was a fine time. It was a beautiful animated movie. The animation was stunning. I love the style of the film, which I also knew I would going into it, because the trailers, they do a really good job of setting you up for exactly what you're going to get. But like I said, I just don't like musicals. And I don't dislike K-pop, but it's not my favorite musical genre. So it's a musical in a genre of music that I don't typically download and snap my fingers to. So it was never going to be the grand slam home run in my eyes, but I totally understand why so many people have fallen head over heels in love with it. I definitely get it. If you like K-pop, this definitely has it out the wazoo. And the songs are catchy. Some of the tunes are definitely, little earworms that'll have you humming it a little bit, no doubt. My favorite song was actually the second to last one, the Your Idol one from the Saja Boys. That was a good song. I enjoyed that boner jam. And I'd confidently say that there's no bad songs in here. There was none of them where I was plugging my ears, begging for the agony to stop or anything. Overall, it was fine. It's exactly what I expected to happen for me. I watched it, I was entertained, but it wasn't something that I'll be singing or really thinking about in a day or two from now. But, like I said, I really do get why so many people have been glued to it. I know it just went to theaters. Netflix, this was so big for Netflix, they decided to put it into theaters, and in its debut a few days ago, it brought in 18 million, I think it was, on its opening, which is actually a huge opening. It beat Weapons, which I know Weapons is going into its second or third week, but this is a pretty big movie across the board. And it also does something that I actually think is a pretty cool direction for movies to go. I've heard they've offered sing-along performances, theaters are doing sing-along showings where people go in with the full notion that there will be people in the audience singing along to the music in the movie. I would never want to be in one of those auditoriums. Like they did that same shit with Minecraft with the Block Party edition where you're supposed to like yell memes at the screen or whatever. I would never want to be in one of these auditoriums, but I appreciate that they're doing it because I think any effort to make things more social and get people to interact with other people of similar interest is a great step in the right direction, whereas all of society and all of big business is right now focused on trying to keep you indoors and isolated from other human beings, even going as far as to try and fill your romantic void with AI companions. So anything that kind of kicks that trend is getting 2 big thumbs up from me. So I really like that K-pop Demon Hunters is having these sing-alongs, which apparently are doing really well with a bunch of people going around others with similar interest and being social and singing to a movie that they really like. I think that's great. I will never go, but I am happy that it's there, and I am glad so many people are going. I guess I'll give you a little pseudo review here. The story is, throughout time, there have been these chosen singers who use their voice to seal demons away to keep humanity safe from them. They use their voice as a means of keeping them at bay and the ultimate demon lord from consuming souls. And now in the modern era, it is a K-pop group that takes on this responsibility, and they're getting very close to the golden seal that will once and for all end this battle where the demons will no longer be able to access the human world at all. Whereas in the past, there's always been like little tears where they can kind of trickle in here and there. But now they're very close to stopping it entirely. So we follow their journey to accomplishing that. Spoiler alert, we're going to get into spoilers even for K-pop Demon Hunters, baby. The main singer, Rumi, she is actually part demon. And she wants to seal this so that way her demon patterns can go away. She's been hiding them her whole life, and her mother figure, who's not her actual mother, but someone who promised to take care of her, has been trying to keep that secret from the rest of the group and the rest of the world because she believes it is a problem that needs to be fixed. In pursuit of the golden sealing of the demons throw one last Hail Mary. They're about to face defeat, but then they call upon their own boy band, who then goes to the human world and directly challenges them on the charts. They can't beat them in a fight because the K-pop Demon Hunters are very adept at combat, and the fights I think are very cool. I think the fighting is very flashy and it's very stylistic, and I think it goes hard. There's not a lot of fighting or anything. This really is mainly about like the story, the characters, and the music. But when there is fighting, I think it looks really cool. Really, everything in the movie looks very cool. They did pull out all the stops here in the animation department, and I really appreciate that because I fucking love animation. Like, it really is visually great. It is breathtaking at points. But anyway, they have the boy band out there, and now they're competing directly on the charts, and the Demon Hunter group, the K-pop Demon Hunters, they're Huntrix, that's their name, they immediately recognize the Saja Boys as being demons, and they're immediately privy to their plan of stealing fans away so that way they can poke holes into the seal, so that way the demons can flood in and power up the Demon Lord. And then a romance blossoms where the lead demon of the Saja Boys and the lead of Huntrix, Rumi, they start to find common ground because she's part demon. And he's very troubled. He doesn't want to be like evil. He made a mistake in his past, and he has been paying for it for 4 centuries now. And he just wants the voices in his head to stop. That's the whole reason he's helping the demon guy. And they are at odds, but eventually it blossoms into a very understanding, mutual relationship between the two of them. And it's a decent story. Like, it's not anything new. It's nothing you haven't seen before. But it's executed well enough that I think a lot of people will find it to be very fresh. I do think, though, that there were things that they wanted to explore but ran out of budget for. For example, Rumi, we only get little tiddlywinks about her past. She is the only person of her kind that we know of in this world that is half demon, half human. And we only know the bare bones that her mother and a demon got together, and she was born and was viewed as a big mistake, but the mother asked for a promise from her most trusted companion to keep her daughter safe. But we don't know anything about the mother or the demon father or anything like that, and I thought for sure that would be something we'd learn a little bit about, but it never came. Unless there was a post-credit scene that I might have missed. I didn't go through the entire credits. Maybe it's possible, I'm not sure. But I'm just surprised that that wasn't explored. It also felt like Rumi was the only character that got real depth. The other two members of Huntrix, they kind of just played on the sidelines. Like they gave you bits and pieces, like they gave you the general character personalities and like a bit of the background, but never really too much. You never really got to know them very well past their desire to seal the demons away and their complete hatred of demons. I really thought this movie was going to go in a different direction towards the end too, because we know Genu, that's the demon guy's name, the lead of the Saja Boys. We know about his past a lot, and it seems like he's not the only one of his kind that is just reluctantly serving the Demon King. Like, no one seems to want to do that, they just have the voice in their head that is compelling them to do so. And he explains to Rumi that all demons do is feel all of their shame and all of that anguish that they've experienced when they are humans. They just live it perpetually. Like, they are not happy with where they are and what the Demon King does to them. So I thought that there would be like this turning point where there was like an understanding with Huntrix, like, oh, these demons, like, they were once people, and that's still somewhere in there. And a lot of them just want to live without that voice in their head reminding them of their biggest mistakes, that kind of thing. But that never comes. I thought that was where the plot was going, at least to a certain extent, but it's not. I guess it's just Genu. He is the only one in the entire demon world. Him and his pets. They also are an exception. But it's not a complaint or anything, by the way. Like, they don't have to go in that direction. It's totally fine they didn't. I'm just saying I was just kind of surprised because they kind of put the breadcrumbs there that I thought that was where they were going. Anyway, though, I don't have any, like, big complaints about the movie or anything. I really don't. Even though it's not my cup of tea, it's not my taste, it's not like there was anything in here that I think was wrong or bad. It's, again, just not my genre of movie. So it doesn't really appeal to me in a big way. But I didn't have a bad time watching it. I was entertained. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. Well, we learned how to handle strangers, but how do we handle God? What if God meets us in the alleyway next to the old van? You failed to watch when they got to bad touch territory? You telling me Winnie the Pooh's Too Smart for Strangers gets into molestation? I don't know, it seems like an iffy topic to be covering, especially on Twitch. But as a PSA, don't get molested.
Work until they drop.
Scribes?
Pharaoh Hitler? Yeah, Pharaoh Hitler. This is who Yugi was fighting in the Yu-Gi-Oh show. Oh, good lord.
But now the Spirit of God moved in the land.
Man, the Bible is hardcore.
His children.
What the fuck? It's been a while since I've read the manga, but goddamn, the Bible is nuts. Yeah, and then they put the baby in the basket, push it down river, and then he gets picked up by a pharaoh or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember the Rugrats episode. Dick's Commandments? Well, they need a better name for that. Yeah, here's the 10 Dick Commandments, losers. Stupid name. It's a dumb name. Fucking Penis Commandments. Oh, there it is. That's that Krav Maga. I've seen these in the women's self-defense courses. Start hitting them with the purse.
That's enough of that.
Damn, Moses is a super Chad. What is he, like 6'5"?
Business. I beat you. You're no royal grandson.
You're fucked now. Look at this action. It's not really Killer Bean levels of choreography, but goddammit, they're trying.
But I can explain it to him. He's my grandfather.
Yeah, just check the security camera footage.
I know you.
Do you not remember the river, the basket, the blanket your own mother gave you?
Why did he wait this long to tell him?
These things, but
It all happened.
I wanted to wait until you murdered a man before I told you the truth.
Miriam?
You finally come of age, my son.
Sister. My
What about you? Miriam? My family?
These muscles are crazy.
We always have.
I want my arms to look like
always
that.
will.
Fucking water balloon on top of a water
Put this
balloon.
on and go.
Oh, nice!
Now.
Quick, get out of there. Fire that bitch into overdrive. There we go, pump that ass. The great escape.
May God be with you, my brother.
He's getting away, he's on one of those Tesla donkey models. Shit.
I'm a dead man to Pharaoh, and my donkey has a bad temper. So why don't you leave now? Let the women tend to their sheep. The two of us,
So now he just becomes a vigilante.
or to
You become Nightwing. Yahoo! Oh, yahoo! Yahoo! Oh, ew! Bald! Ew! Ooh! Show them the power of the word of God. I don't know. Good God!
go, go, go!
This isn't even accurate.
Yes.
If you actually paid attention to religion and watched Beyblade, you would know Moses used a Beyblade to let it rip and parted the sea.
Don't forget the wax.
Those manatees are fake. They're CGI'd. Moses is pulling like a Chris Angel mind freak scam.
They'll kill us all thanks to you.
What do you mean? He's just gonna collapse the lake. Obviously.
Game of Thrones pre-sequel is getting made.
Fuck yeah! I hope it's written by 4-year-olds this time. At least it'd be better than Season 8. Oh wait, is this where he has to sacrifice his son, but then it turns out that God was just playing an epic YouTube prank on him? You guys remember that in the Bible?
Joshua, I must
Might have been
go alone
Abraham, I
from
don't
here.
remember, but it was like,
I'll wait.
kill your son for me, it'll make me laugh. And he's like, why, God? Well, because I want to laugh. Slit his throat and put him on the altar. It's like, God, I don't want to. He's like, you do it or the world dies. He's like, alright, God, I'll kill my son. And then as he's gonna kill his son, he's like, no, don't do it. Just wanted to see if you would. Lol. I'm pretty sure that was Abraham.
Into the
Dad.
This guy sucks.
Never come back.
Fucking fat chef
He'll come
pedophile man. Doubting the 10 Commandments.
What have you done?
Oh, also, spoiler alert. God doesn't forgive this guy for this.
Here is your God, children of Israel.
That's a shitty god.
Let's all dance and sing. and
Let's
get
worship a
ready
cow
for
with a
God.
magnifying
Nothing we'll
glass.
see, face to face.
Looks like one of the Arrancar from Bleach firing a Sero. Oh yeah, anyone remember the Tower of Babylon?
For the rest
Where God just wanted people to spread out a little bit more because he put a lot of work into the world, so he made this tower that scrambled their languages for no reason. Instead of just asking them to separate, he just scrambled their languages so they couldn't understand each other. God's quite the prankster, actually, like the original YouTuber. Here comes the genocide. The Lord hates golden cows.
Oh, what are you afraid of? Little
It's the judgment of the Lord.
Wasn't there one Jesus Christ. Oh! Well, you just broke the commandments. That's your fault, Moses. Oh no. Dear Jesus. Moses has gone mad. Save them, golden cow.
Lord, forgive them.
What?
They're sorry.
You just condemned them to hell. That wasn't
Still
him.
angry.
You broke the commandments.
If you want to punish anyone,
You earthbended, not him.
punish me first.
Oh, nice. Blueprints.
construct an
For the first RGB keyboard
ark
for
to house
gamers.
the tablets.
What do they even eat out here in the desert?
All Moses does is talk with
What,
God.
fucking, they sustain themselves off faith? Is that their nutrients?
Where we're going.
That's an empty bowl. You're not fooling me, lady. It rains
How
bread.
long will these people disobey me?
Oh,
How long will they turn their backs on all I have done for them?
see, that's kind of a douchey attitude.
Perhaps I should just abandon them.
Everyone in the land knows how powerful.
I was a star quarterback in high school, Moses.
They will all wander the wilderness until the last of their generation is gone.
That's so
Their
fucked.
children, and their children's children will make the final journey without them.
Thank you. All because they didn't kiss your fucking high school ring. See, it was things like that during, like, the church ceremonies where I was like, well, it's a little douchey. You'd think, like, God, the infallible, would be, like, a little more understanding. And also not, like, an angsty Redditor, like, why aren't they worshipping me? Didn't they see my comment karma?
This because
Soon our people will see the promised land.
They won't.
That is a great thing.
No, that's a shame that he doesn't know. God already forsake them. Told them they couldn't see it. He denied them entry to the club.
One time, I failed him.
What?
So, justly, I was punished.
When did... Oh, he failed him when he hit the rock, right? That was Moses' one sin because he hit a rock.
That is to be my reward, Joshua.
That's such cutthroat. Like, those rules are strict as shit. So where is Moses going? Just looking for a nice rock to die on or something? It's kind of fucked up. God's not even letting him go to the promised land. He's right there. He could literally pee onto it. He could drop trow and take a piss and hit the promised land from here.
This is your place.
It's fucked up. All because he hit a rock with a stick? Boo! Bible's too mean. The fuck? Hey there. Just wanted to share the latest in the David murder case. This has been something I've been actively following. I know I've already made 2 videos about the case since his arrest, and, well, time to make it a trilogy because I think it's important to cover this. There were a lot of people, and still, even in the face of everything I'm about to tell you that was brought up today from the prosecution, there are still a lot of people that are fighting tooth and nail, raising their shield to defend David, still believing with their whole heart and 2 neurons that he was framed and is actually a victim in all of this as well because he had nothing to do with the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a child whom David was dating, by the way. And the Dummies for David movement always likes to, you know, bury that one as quickly as possible. He's homeschooled, so he didn't know. And he's just a little zany. He's a little quirky. He had no idea. That's bad. It's fucking lunacy to be acting like he's some blameless angel in all of this, in spite of all of the evidence that the public has access to. If you bother to do any amount of research on this case with just the information that is readily available to you right at your fingertips right now, all of it points to only one person who is most likely responsible for her murder, and that person is David. And now, as of today, we're getting even more new information, and it is fucking disgusting. They already mentioned a couple days ago that the prosecution has 40 terabytes here in this case against David. 40 fucking terabytes is an unfathomable amount of anything. And just a moment ago, they dropped like their first teaser as to what some of this new information looks like. The prosecution alleges that they found a significant amount of child porn on David's phone.
Story number 2. A hearing just wrapped up for singer David in his first-degree murder case.
The prosecution revealed details about disturbing digital evidence. Let's get to CBS LA's Rick Montanez with what we learned in court today. Rick, what are you hearing?
Amy, Chris, the hearing just wrapped up within the half hour here, and cameras were not allowed in court, but I can tell you that the defendant, David Burke, was in court today in shackles and wearing that orange jumpsuit. The biggest new piece of evidence revealed, prosecutors say a significant amount of child porn found on Burke's cell phone.
Now, I imagine that isn't just some baseless claim from the prosecution. They probably have all of that evidence as part of their 40 terabytes here that they will be providing to the court. There's still a lot of processing that they are going through right now because there is so much that they have gathered in this case over the last 7 months. But now they are stating they have evidence that there was a significant amount of child porn on David's device.
We also want to point out that this all happens one day after the medical examiner's report became public. That is the report on the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The report says, or I should say the family of Rivas Hernandez is absolutely devastated to learn the gruesome details contained in that write-up. That's according to a family statement. So this report says the 14-year-old girl died of sharp force trauma, but the autopsy was difficult because of the severe decomposition of her dismembered body when it was found in the singer's abandoned Tesla last September.
The autopsy revealed the grisly nature of her killing, it being sharp objects, and then it was mentioned why it was so difficult for them to figure out what actually killed her. It's because her body was chopped up and decomposing in the fucking trunk of this monster's car. So it made it difficult for the autopsy to definitively say what the cause of death was. And since the autopsy brought this information to light, people have been going through David's music and music videos and noticing some really fucking haunting shit in there. Most notably with the anime video he made for his song Rehab, where there is a character in there that bears a lot of similarity to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, the music video came out in 2023, but David met Celeste as early as 2022. And in this music video, David cuts off that character's arm and then throws a sword which stabs her in the stomach, killing her. In real life, Celeste had her body chopped into pieces and stuffed into bags, thrown in a trunk, and the autopsy revealed that her cause of death was sharp objects through the torso, notably her upper abdomen and hitting her liver. Now, of course, I have no doubt that none of that is going to be used in court in any way, shape, or form by the prosecution. I imagine they have far more solid evidence to be bringing to court in that 40 terabytes. I don't think they'll be using, like, similarities from the music video versus what actually happened, or, you know, video clips that exist where he's saying some crazy shit. I imagine they're going to be going for, like, completely irrefutable things that you can't just write off as a coinky-dink or something like that. But I wanted to mention it because it really does feel like David was just leaving breadcrumbs in his music to the sick and twisted person that he is, and that he had this, like, murderous intent. It's fucking sickening stuff.
On Monday, he pled not guilty to the capital murder charges. We spoke with a former federal prosecutor just a short time ago here on CBS LA Mornings about this new evidence revealed in today's hearing and the fact that David's phone, according to prosecutors, contains child porn.
And obviously, we don't know if it's Celeste Rivas's images and videos or something else, but that is a significant offense. Obviously, it helps prosecutors prove the sex crimes, the lewd and lascivious, Penal Code Section 288, but it's also a separate crime in and of itself. And it's certainly the possibility that the feds even step into this case because they typically will prosecute these types of child pornography cases.
It is extremely serious, and this is new information that's been brought forth from the prosecution here. And the fact that they are bringing this as evidence in this case must mean that they have irrefutable proof that on David's device, he had that material. I have no idea how the David defenders will even begin to wrestle with that in mental gymnastics, some kind of excuse there, like, he was just holding it for somebody else. He's been framed again. They put it there. They framed him for the murder, now they're framing him with child porn. I have no idea how they could even begin to tackle that one, because even though it hasn't been proven yet, the fact that the prosecution is even putting this forward means they must be able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that, yeah, his phone had child porn on it. So that's the newest piece of information that's been brought up. Now, as mentioned, they are still going through a lot of processing for a lot of digital evidence that they have compiled. So in a week, I believe about a week, it's going to go back with both sides, and they're going to discuss if they need even more time about, going to a capital murder trial. So as of right now, we don't have everything being brought forth yet, but it is beginning and it's moving fast. The process is underway and it is moving very quickly. So I guess we'll know more in a week, but I just wanted to give you this update here because that new allegation coming to light here is once again another disgusting development here in the David case. Anyway, praying for justice for Celeste here. I truly don't see a world where David is innocent at all. And anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Initiating moisture.
I wasn't expecting much from Crawl, and the interest in this movie is about as low as it can get. There's more interest in getting a fucking ingrown toenail than there is going to see this movie, and that's actually a shame because the movie's pretty damn good. I was really surprised. So the movie's about a girl who goes to get her father during a Category 5 hurricane because she's worried about him. Turns out he's being hunted by alligators in his home. It takes place in Florida, as you would expect with alligators, and it uses our biggest and best feature, the alligator. Finally, it's about time that our superstar gets his time in the limelight. The alligator is what Florida's known for, albeit I think it's kind of blown out of proportion. I personally don't see a whole lot of alligators. I don't battle them. I don't fist fight them going to the store or anything. But I couldn't help but pump my fist in celebration seeing them on the big screen. And I'm really happy to say that the movie is pretty good. I didn't expect anything again. I really thought this was just going to be a stinker that I'd forget. But I liked it. It does everything that it wanted to do. It does it well. It does jump scares, but it's not a horror movie. It's more of just like a monster movie, a monster escape movie, survival. And it's really well done. It's a very short movie, so it focuses really hard on delivering all of the beats it needs to hit. You know, build tension, keep ramping up the stakes. You know, instead of just one alligator, there's 50 alligators. Pretty much anytime you see water, it's safe to assume there's 3 alligators having an orgy in that water in this movie. There's a lot of bloody scenes, a lot of people dying and getting ripped to pieces by the alligator. The CGI is super fucking good. It looked like real alligators that they fucking trained like dogs to be in this movie, but it's CGI and it's really convincing. So that was really shocking because I thought it was a lower budget movie that would be kind of shitty looking, but nothing about it is shitty looking at all. Hurricane looks believable. The violent scenes are pretty brutal. Just the whole movie is a really effective package. A couple of complaints I do have, though. I think the dialogue's ass. The dialogue's super cheesy. I also didn't think any character except for the main girl was well acted. It seemed like the dad was like this unbroken Terminator who just didn't feel pain. His nerve endings were seared off and just couldn't feel anything because he was getting the shit gnawed out of him like he got bit 1,000 times by alligators. He was a fucking pincushion for their teeth. And he didn't really like, he screamed a little bit, but then he like forgot about it. He's like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't feel it anymore. He's just all of a sudden he was this like super tough guy. And I guess adrenaline and all that, but I never really got the feeling that was even a human being. It was more of just like a machine pretending to be human sometimes when it got bit. Still a good character. That's not like a big deal. He was a cool character. But, you know, as far as acting like you're getting attacked by alligators goes, his performance was kind of weak. Or he's just saying like, ooh, ouchie, as he's getting tossed around by an alligator. That goes for a couple other characters as well. There's some police officers that get fucking brutalized and they're just kind of underwhelmed by it too. But still, that's not like a massive complaint because that's not the focal point. It's all about survival, and I think the characters do a great job of portraying that desperation and that need to survive. A couple of the decisions they make I think are really silly. A little bit of a spoiler here, so forewarning. There's a helicopter that flies overhead, so the girl breaks a flare and waves it in front of her window, but the window's got water covering the entirety of it, so there'd be no way for the helicopter to see that, because it's fucking underwater already, and then the glass breaks, there's alligators in there. But overall, they didn't make the stupidest choices. There's a couple of plot holes, and I feel like there was a couple of ways they could have escaped much earlier on in the movie that they just didn't bother even trying. But that's just, you know, you gotta suspend your disbelief for something like this in that regard. Overall, though, I was really invested in the characters. I didn't think they were the strongest characters, but it was enough to make me root for them and make me want to see them get that fat victory royale against the alligators. It's just a good movie. I wasn't expecting to care about it. I thought it was going to be a shit show, but I enjoyed it. Did a great job at everything it wanted to do. executed well. Plugging this shit into the moist meter, I'm giving crawl a nice 70%. Things it could have done better, but for the short experience you get, it's a very concentrated one that's fun, and I like that. I appreciate that. It didn't strive to be anything above its genre. It knew exactly what it was and what it wanted to be, and it did it really well. That's about it. So yeah. Are you tired of putting your lunchbox in the refrigerator, only to find out the refrigerator ate your shit? Anthony Sullivan here, and this is the pinnacle of human ingenuity. It's called the fridge locker. It is the food security system of the future. You can put your moonshine in there, your absinthe. It's got a fucking 3-digit combination for maximum security. It keeps your food safe, you son of a bitch. You have expired bread, put it in the fridge locker. Make it better bread. Tired of your kids shitting in your lunchbox? Well, throw your food in the portable Fort Knox. They won't get it. You can put it in the fridge, freezer, pantry, your asshole. Open it like a mailbox. Use it as a flimsy shelf. Damn it, more shit in the lunchbox. It's well ventilated so you can keep your pets inside of it. Now I'm holding this fridge locker, and it is heavier than a fucking boulder. This pile of plastic is your knight in shining armor if you happen to have food allergies. This is innovative technology here, folks. This is technology you won't see for a few decades. This is true Star Wars shit, but I know what you're thinking. I'm short. Fuck you, how about now? That's right, the cat's out of the bag. This bitch is made out of adamantium, but what does Yogi Bear think? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an 800-pound grizzly bear attempting to slide its wiener into the fridge locker. There's no smoke and mirrors, no sleight of hand. This is authentic fucking shit. The fridge locker is perfect if you need to put entire dorms, offices, or homes inside of something. You can even travel from inside of the fridge locker. The possibilities are endless with the fridge locker. Now you can have one of these for only $20, or you can send me pictures of your ass cheeks, and I'll toss in another heap of this shit, and I'll call you on the phone and yodel for you. That's right, this milestone in human engineering could be yours for only $20. You could be the envy of your neighbors and have 2 of them for only $20. Fucking incredible. This product was developed in top secret by reptilian humanoids. Modern science cannot even begin to explain the sophisticated design. So say goodbye to those titties. And say hello to these titties. Roblox is one of the most popular platforms on the planet. And I don't mean just for gaming, I just mean in general. Like, in just normal existence, Roblox's numbers are unfathomable. Kids probably know the name Roblox before they know the name Jesus or Santa Claus. Roblox is more popular with kids than the common cold. Let me just slap you with the cold hard Carfax here with the numbers. Roblox recently just broke the record for most concurrent users on a gaming platform. They hit 47.3 million concurrent users, which absolutely fists Steam's previous record of 41.2 million. And at least 77% of that record comes from only 2 games, Grow a Garden, which has become a fucking Godzilla kaiju level success over the last couple months, where it's been breaking records left and right for concurrent players. It got to 22 million, which is the highest for any single game ever, absolutely biblically smacking down Fortnite's record from its prime. And another game, Steal a Brain Rot, which had 15 million concurrent. These numbers are unfathomable, especially when you consider the fact that more and more people have had their eyes open to the danger of the platform. Over the last couple weeks, Roblox has been getting fucking torched. It has been getting flambéed by the general public because many people have now become aware of just how many predators have been rampant on that platform for years, unchecked. And really, the straw that broke the camel's back was when they banned Schlep. And they made a strong stance against vigilantes who were getting predators arrested from their platform because Roblox was not doing enough on their own. Roblox pulled some galaxy brain chess maneuver and just showed the world its entire asshole, and it was rotten. Roblox has made like a really aggressive, strong, scorched earth stance against the people that are stopping predators on their platform, as opposed to channeling that energy to going after the predators themselves. They seem more upset that people are talking about and doing something on their own about these dangerous, evil individuals on their platform. Yes, over the years, Roblox has, of course, reported dangerous people to authorities, but they've clearly missed some. They've slipped through the cracks. And as such, a lot of children have been victim to some horrible people. You can find so many stories about this happening and Roblox's lack of action. It's sickening. So the community took it upon themselves to start trying to do something about it because Roblox wasn't listening to them and they clearly weren't doing enough. And instead of like working with the community to try and make it better, Roblox instead attacked all of them and made this like, you know, fucking wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, we will snap away all vigilantes. And then crickets about the pedophiles. It's fucking baffling. So it hasn't been going well for them in the public eye, yet their platform continues to grow, gluttonously consuming every fucking user on the planet. Even though their stock price did plummet after they dropped the fucking meteor on Schlepp and made their really passionate stance against people taking matters into their own hands to try and protect children, their stock price has now recovered and is almost back to where it was in a very short period of time. It has rebounded and it will likely just continue to go up because its users are exploding. So even though parents and like the general population are more aware of the danger on Roblox now than ever, it hasn't actually impacted them overly negatively, other than their reputation being in the shitter, which also doesn't really seem to matter that much because people are just fucking addicted to it like Fent. So they continue to flock to Roblox, even knowing full well the possibility of bad actors being all over the place. You could queue up for a steal a brain rot game or, God forbid, wait in line to meet LeBron Simulator, and then next thing you know, you're waiting in line next to a Meep City veteran who's talking sexual and trying to get you to go to their fucking Telegram or some shit or talk to him on Discord. It's a huge problem. People are aware of it, but it is still growing. But luckily, there are still people willing to try and get Roblox to do more to keep the platform safe from this scum. There have been a lot of stuff that we've already covered, but the most recent being Law by Mike, who has now joined in this fight against Roblox, where he has announced he is suing them. And he is actively looking to gather more evidence from more victims about all of the traumatic experiences and all the horrible things that they may have gone through on Roblox to try and get Roblox to do more to moderate that platform to keep the kids safe on it. Because it is a platform mainly used by children. Also, I've mentioned this before, the fucking CEO, Dave Baszucki, I think that guy is a real creep. I think he is such a weirdo. It was pulling teeth trying to get Roblox to acknowledge that 17 plus, that still is a minor. So he is the guy that's pitching Roblox as having like a companion app, or not a companion app, being half gaming and half dating for 17 plus. He wanted a 17 plus dating service to be in addition to Roblox as a gaming platform. And not only that, all of like the adult games on Roblox, like the spicy content adult games, are 17 plus. And they were locked in on that. They planted their fucking feet and refused to budge an inch, no matter how many people were telling them that 17 is still a minor. You shouldn't be able to have adult access given to a 17-year-old and like a 17 dating app. It's so fucking weird, but they were really like, they planted their feet on that, and it's only recently that they finally said, okay, 18 plus. What? I cannot believe how hard it was. That should be a huge red flag to a lot of people, I would say. But also, I'm going to go a step further. Roblox is mainly a platform for children. I just don't even think it should offer 18 plus services in any capacity, like 18 plus games or a fucking 18 plus dating accessory to it. It's weird. And I know I've already mentioned that, but I really find that so fucking alarming that they would not move on 17 plus. And then when they finally did, they did it like really disappointedly, like, fine, kicking sand, 18 plus then. Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about that. I want to briefly show you a couple bits and pieces from Law by Mike's video here about the lawsuit that he's working on building against Roblox. I want to show you a clip here, though, where he's mentioning the moderation, which has been a big thing people have pointed out in regards to Roblox's failures in protecting children.
Roblox is now the go-to social platform for younger audiences. 78 million users log in every day. The platform processes more than 50,000 chat messages every second. Roblox claims its AI and human reviewers scan all of it, text, audio, and images. But here's the problem. The company allegedly employs only about 3,000 moderators. Compare that to TikTok, roughly 3 times Roblox's daily users, but over 13 times the number of moderators on staff. The reason for the lack of moderators is allegedly due to Roblox's focus on growth over safety.
I recommend you check out Law by Mike's full video on this covering it, but this section here I think is something very important to mention, and it's something, again, a lot of people have talked about, including moderators from Roblox and former employees in this department. Roblox seems to have prioritized perpetual growth with safety falling to the back burner as like this afterthought, because they've been able to get away with being very lackluster and hands-off for so many years. Despite tons and tons of victims and tons of horror stories, they've never really had anything that affected them to a degree that would concern them to make them prioritize safety. Contrary to what they say to parents and shit about how safe Roblox is, it's like letting your kids, have daycare in heaven. There's nothing wrong on Roblox. You got our big thumbs up guarantee on that, which is obviously not the case. And you can also see that reflected in the size of their team. As Law by Mike points out, 3,000 moderators for their size is just not enough. He compares it to TikTok, which has significantly more users and significantly more moderators. Like, I think everyone recognizes that it's not possible for them to catch every single bad actor and every single bad message that goes through Roblox. The volume is just too high. But what they could do is work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp, people that do actively work to try and make the community safer. Instead of villainizing them, they could instead be, in partnership with them, or at least on friendly terms, and at least listen to them, because the community also wants the game to be safe. So they are working to try and make the game they love safer for the player base. And instead of Roblox coming out and fucking slapping them around for no reason and banning them, it makes no sense why they wouldn't view that as another arm of moderation for them, where the community is policing themselves. Their handling of it just makes no sense to me. Like, they don't have enough moderators. I think that should be very clear to everyone, including Roblox, so they need more moderators. But they also have a community that is actively trying to catch bad actors and get them off the platform. And instead of working with them, they are working against them. It's just so fucking backwards, if you ask me.
In fact, 8 current and former trust and safety staff describe ignored requests for more resources, backlogs of incident reports, and even a manager quitting after promised hires never showed up. Some say protective features they suggested, like pop-up warnings, were rejected, and safety settings, like blocking strangers in chat, were switched off by default. Once again, Roblox points to AI moderation as the solution, but employees admit the tech still misses the subtle signs of unsafe behavior, and the gaps aren't small. The filters block words like Snapchat or Discord, but people get around them by using emojis or by tweaking the spelling a little.
To me, that paints a very clear picture that Roblox prioritizes profit over safety of its users. Instead of hiring more human moderators that can pick up on those behaviors, like former employees have mentioned, they instead put all of their eggs into the basket of AI. Not because the tools are more effective and it's better than their human counterparts, but because it's cheaper. 100% AI is significantly cheaper instead of hiring another 5,000 moderators or something. Instead of hiring 5,000 people with a salary and everything that comes with it, the benefits and all that, they instead just need to have AI do it for them. It would save them so much money on their bottom line, which is why it's so enticing to Roblox and many other corporations like it. It is clearly not as effective as a human moderator. Human moderators seem to actually want to improve Roblox. According to these reports, they were suggesting features that were rejected for some reason and a plethora of other issues. But the point is, instead of Roblox listening to the human moderators, it sounds more like they just kind of sidelined them and focused on just AI and beefing it up a little bit, even though it clearly wasn't doing a good enough job. Again, the motivation for that decision is obviously financial because of how much cheaper it is to use AI instead of hiring more human moderators.
Most platforms lean on a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and that law protects websites and apps from being sued over what their users post. That's why Instagram or YouTube don't get dragged into court every time someone uploads something harmful. But the lawsuits against Roblox aren't just about what users post. They're about the company itself. Lawyers argue Roblox designed the platform in risky ways, marketed it as safe, and then ignored clear warning signs. And at least one court has already said Section 230 doesn't cover misrepresentation. So if Roblox tells parents this is safe and it's not, that responsibility falls on Roblox, not the users.
This section was very interesting to me because Roblox, for as long as I can remember, has always touted itself as being like at the forefront of innovation in keeping children safe on their platform. Again, it is a platform parents are definitely familiar with because it is a platform very much catered to children. It is mainly a platform for kids. So obviously one of the main concerns of a parent is, well, is it safe? Is there going to be anything bad on there that my kid could be exposed to or something? And Roblox has always stepped forward to assure them that, no, there's nothing bad that can happen on there. It's all perfectly safe. Even though it's very clear there's evidence of Roblox being aware of so much danger and so much bad shit going on its platform. Not just with the predators on there, but even just a lot of the content on there. He points out a couple of the games like Escape from Diddy and shit like that, but there's more than that. Like the shower simulator games and like the virtual, like very spicy games on there and shit. All of which have gone unchecked for so long. Very clear that it is not as safe as Roblox claims that it is. And it seems like they know that it's not, but continue to make the claim anyway. Anyway, though, it'll be very interesting to see how it all shakes down in court. Law by Mike announced that he is going to be joining in this and working collaboratively with other lawyers against Roblox, and it launched a website called I Think I Have a Case for anyone that may have an experience like what so many others have unfortunately gone through on Roblox. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. That's really it. See ya.
Alright, no promises.
Destiny always brings out the worst in us.
Brings out the worst in you, Jackson. That's about it, though.
It's gonna be one of those nights. One of those raids.
Hi, pre-notification squad. What is the speedrun world record for this raid?
Like 20 minutes.
Really?
20 minutes? Oh my god.
I assume so.
Oh, so you're just making up this number?
I said it with confidence again, didn't I?
Yeah, I believed it. That sounded about right to me, I guess.
I don't see how. If you can finish this in 20 minutes, props to you. I don't see how that's possible.
I think it's around 26 minutes, roughly.
Bullshit! You're just making up these fucking numbers.
You didn't know the number before. We should be using Thunderlord for this.
You just read that in chat from the backseat gamer. Someone just said, imagine not using Thunderlord for Cali.
Let's go to 8, Charlie.
Thank you, Workload.
You misspelled practice? No, I didn't.
Brenda's got him. Everyone mid.
Charlie, do you have well up?
No evidence.
Oh.
No, and I also wasn't paying attention. So,
okay.
0 for
next,
2.
I'll drop mine next.
I forgot to switch, to be honest.
That's what I like to hear, Charlie. That's what's gonna screw us over when it comes to Worlds First. I'm gonna do that.
No.
Pay attention.
It's just I can do this raid with my eyes closed. Boys, I got some bad news. I don't remember how to get over there. One of you is gonna have to come over and hold my hand.
It's below you.
Below me? Oh, okay.
He fell off.
Wait, is that the spot?
You went a little too far.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the resub, Ken. I saw that. And the 100 bits, Tom.
Gift
and
subs to help him make the
Skull
jump.
Crusher. So it's there's like 10 possible ledges I can land on. Is it this?
It's the giant hole in the wall.
Yeah, it's like a big
got
made
it.
out of diamonds.
I see it. Oh yeah, also, so since I don't have the Luna factions, I'm going back to Ark. Just a heads up.
No. Just transfer over the Luna factions.
I don't have the fucking phone app anymore, Jackson. I deleted it.
You did.
Yeah, and then I freed up space on my phone, because who wants a Destiny 2 app?
Isn't there...
People can smell that in public.
Yeah, no, just go. Yeah, just open up a tab and go to it.
To what?
DestinyItemManager.com. Paid sponsorship.
What a silly game.
DestinyItemManager.com/official.
Get 10% off on your Destiny item transfers right now.
I really think we stand a good chance of getting world first. Just raw talent and puzzle solving.
Holy shit, flag.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
He may be a spy for Bungie trying to stop you.
That's what I was thinking, man. Jackson's just an incompetent leader.
Probably. I did actually do that on purpose.
I should be the raid
He always
leader.
gets in my
I don't even know the name of the fucking factions in this game.
I want us to fail, but I want it to be your fault, so.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I think about that a lot. Like, sometimes I'm like, I hope we fail, just that way I have an excuse. But then on the other hand, it's like, I'd rather just get it over with.
You're starting to lag again. This isn't a good sign.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, you guys want to recruit a new team leader?
That's what I was saying. If you guys want me to lead, I'm fine if you want. I'll humbly accept.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. Gotta go, boys.
Oh, this gun sucks. Oh, I forgot it's not the shotgun. Here, I need help with my knight. Sorry.
We're here.
Yeah, sorry, boys. I forgot.
What were you using?
It's a scout rifle.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Alright,
shouldn't
back
use
on the
that for any-
platforms. Jackson reads first.
We didn't get well up in time.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
I'm just gonna shoot the eyes.
I'm gonna try to hit 1,400 in Anthem now. Wish me luck.
Just gonna save
Godspeed, Ollie. Thanks for that fat tier
First,
1 odd bird.
first try. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I know who John Madden is.
Drop another.
He was the coach of the Oakland Raiders for a long time.
And let me guess, yep, it's still empowering. He did swap.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no. 100% did not do that.
I'm gonna
Well, at least I feel powerful while I die
No,
from these
damage
siles.
dropped his healing.
Alright, cool.
People
Yeah,
are harassing one of the biggest Destiny YouTubers, Charlie, to play with you.
Oh,
Right
it's Dotto?
here. Yeah, Dado.
Yeah, I saw. Don't worry, Jackson. I'll choose you over Dotto. You're gonna replace me with him. That'd be such a
My
Jackson.
ultimate plan.
That would be such a
told you
fucking
today,
Jackson
Jackson.
move. 100%.
Charlie,
It would be.
Charlie,
It
you're
absolutely
making an
would be.
appearance at a Guardian Con this year.
Your outbreak did.
Oh.
Oh, I missed.
Try not to miss.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a wipe.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
wipe. That one's on me, boys.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Any
It's
blue
actually-
rocket
it's
with
gone up to
clusters would be
$10,
better than
sir,
Apex.
Since you weren't a first adopter.
Than
Alright, well,
Apex,
just
is that
you
what
better
I'm
just give it to me
using?
or I'm gonna leak your PayPal.
Wait, I already gave them the PayPal.
Wait,
I'm
that's not even.
Alright.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
There's a place
Apex?
to send
Actually,
him money.
yeah, actually, wait, this is a benefit.
I'll trust you, though.
I'm not gonna leak.
One man in the chat that
We're
said that, I'll
here.
trust it. Farm Wendigo. I don't know what that means.
Premium Snapchat money with Jackson.
Prime Ingram, cover me, boys! This is the big one!
I'm not gonna shoot. I'm just gonna let him die.
No, you don't have ammo because of Switch.
You're crazy.
I see what the troll was now. Ah, I forgot. Don't tell the boys. Unrelated to anything in particular, but do you guys see any power ammo around here?
You forgot the banner, didn't you?
No. That's why I said it's unrelated.
Don't run. Did you actually, Charlie?
No, I switched the rocket.
Oh, it's a wipe.
We'll be
Not doing
fine.
enough damage.
We'll be fine. It's good practice. I'm looking for no mistakes this time, boys.
Yeah, I wonder who.
You're
I
the one
wonder
that
who
was making the mistakes. Someone's in chat is very passionate about the fact that you didn't have clusters, Charlie.
That is
Screaming
such.
it.
That's such a goddamn slanderous lie. Jackson, I'm using whatever you put on my
Genesis'
loadout.
Snapshot.
No,
Oh, yep.
it's your
Go back
fucking
to
loadout.
that. Go
It's
back to
you on my account. You put Apex on to sabotage me. I thought I was still using my.
You swapped it to Apex this fucking game.
No, I did not.
This round.
I certainly.
Alright, Nick, you go get
Everyone's lying
Apex
today.
is a raid drop.
Oh, I'm looking at Jackson. Sorry.
Yeah, but not this raid. This raid I've gotten the exotic.
Alright,
The.
go.
Whoops.
Shush.
Got him.
We all know it's Jackson's fault. Let's be honest.
Oh my god, so much easier.
No, Jackson? If you just would stop going on my account unsolicited, this would be so much easier.
Charlie, jump on that thing to your left.
Oh!
taking the first one?
Get onto the platform to grab her.
I'm trying. Someone's got to kill the ads.
Right now, pick it up.
Don't pick up. Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. That's the last one.
No, there's one over here. There's one over here. There's one over here still.
All right, I got it.
Pick that one up. Count down. Count down.
2, 1. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was so focused on the jumping.
Alright, I can't even get up from this point. Alright, there we go.
Should we just wipe? Should we just fucking wipe? Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Jackson fucked us.
You fucked us.
No.
We're fine in here.
No, Jackson. I did not. I said 2 and then 1. So this is the Shadow Realm, fundamentally. Yeah.
World first!
Nice, boys.
Good job, speedrun.
Alright, get the order. Who's going first? I'm not gonna go.
It's too late. I'm already going first.
Let's see if he gets
Yeah, nothing.
Sucks.
Yeah.
You went next, Andy?
You've done this one, right, Jackson?
Yeah. I've done them all. I'm a connoisseur of Destiny raids.
God, what a sad existence.
Can we just kick him?
Blink is my jump
Yeah,
ability.
you definitely can't do crown at 690 or whatever fucking Charlie is.
What do you mean? I'm 700, you little pussy boy.
Still can't do it at that. You're 699. Don't try to fucking
If
weasel
I
your way into the big boy.
if I take off my hand cannon and put on my sidearm, I'm 700.
Why would you even say that?
Did it offend you, Jackson, to make you feel inferior?
Talking about sidearms.
Only Jackson's done this raid, so he's
You
raiding.
have everyone get that image up because you're gonna need it.
Oh.
Where's the
It's
image again?
just you naked.
I said you're gonna need it. It's a morale booster.
This is just what I needed.
Is this the private Snapchat?
No!
What is going on over there?
What's this one?
Oh.
That's circle. You grab that. Punch it. Alright, now stay there, Charlie. Once you've grabbed the circle.
Careful, Danny.
Matt, you pick up one.
What am I picking up?
Yeah,
There's like these
big
little...
shivers by us, Nikki.
Huh?
There's like these...
Big shivers
that
by
thing
us.
right there.
I got triangle.
Alright,
Well,
wait
this
there,
seems
wait
like
there,
a
kill
shit
the
raid.
ads there. I need to go grab mine.
I like Last
Stay in your
Wish.
thing. You guys up top, damage the servitor, but don't kill it yet. Don't come close to each other. You're gonna tangle yourself.
Yeah, Matt, what are you doing? He didn't say to go clockwise.
Come up here and then deposit in your areas. No, the side bits.
Avoid rockets, Matt.
Wait, where am I bringing my tank? I'm fucking stuck.
To the middle. To the middle.
To the middle.
These controls! I might as well be playing with my eyes closed.
What is happening right now?
Shoot the thing. Shoot the thing. No, it's too late.
Fucking shit!
That's what I said, and you said no.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
No, I
gonna
said
be honest
yes,
with
you were shooting the middle.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There were some really bad instructions involved in this run.
Wait, Jackson, do you see what I'm standing on? Is this
There
what
absolutely weren't bad instructions. I told you to shoot things up here, and there were still things down there.
Jackson, pick me up.
Got in. Because we were killing the servitor when they respawned.
I shot a lot of those things.
I just want to make
Shoot the thing that gives you damage.
thing that gives me
What kind of instructions are those? You suck. Jackson's bad. Unreal. Jackson,
The two teams out there. Who are they?
I'll lead. Follow me, linebackers. Where do we go?
Who's on him? Matt and Charlie together. Render and
Fuck yeah.
There we go.
Render and damage together. Matt and Charlie will take the first orbs. The other two will take the next orbs.
Charlie, do you remember what he said?
I think we're looking for orbs.
All right.
Matt, I'm in a bad location.
That's all right. Make it a better
I'm
location.
depositing. I did it.
Am I there, Jackson? Can you see?
No.
All part of the plan.
Top left. Keep going top left. Wherever he's going.
Yeah, it's a long journey, but I'm almost there.
That's left!
What? Oh, right. You're right. Good save. I was just testing.
Danny, to me.
I wasn't even on the map. I was picking someone else up. Christ. Like I'm babysitting.
You should have said anatomically bottom right position. I'm in the tank.
Alright, shoot the thing, and everyone else get. Shoot Charlie, get in the tank, shoot the thing, and again, everyone come back to spawn. Everyone come back to spawn.
What am I shooting? This guy's...
Shoot the tank.
He's still immune!
What's happening?
How do everyone over to me! Everyone over to me! Everyone over to me! Everyone over to me!
I'm running.
My tank's dead!
Pee on me! Pee on me!
Alright, let's go, Charlie.
This fucking thing...
Bottom floor or top?
Very smooth. Oh, now I got B. Where's B?
Who wasn't at the back then for A?
That was me. I got changed from A to C, and now I'm at B. I don't know where B is.
Read the map, read the map, read the map.
Where's first team going?
Bottom left, bottom left, bottom left.
No.
B isn't a thing, by the way.
Well, then what was benevolence? Was that not a buff?
Probably meant you were in the wrong place.
That's
That's
the buff. Yeah, it's a buff. For the
Oh, that means it just ended? I see. That just meant damage phase was over then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that means I thought that was part of the buffs.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Where am I going?
C.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, that is a lot of damage. That's a
Pee
lot
on
better.
Me. Pee on me. Get on top of your buffs.
Still on C. Come on.
Nice, good job.
Good job.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's some easy shit right there, boys. Easiest raid of my life.
First try, I think.
I'm checking right now, and I think we're actually...
Yeah, was that sub 20? We made it back.
Ooh. I got a 708 sidearm.
Nice. Oh, yuck. Never mind. What light level are you now?
702 when I wear my best gear. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Kinsetsu Juki Kinka Bataro Buchigire Kongo, otherwise known as Battle Construction Vehicles for the PlayStation 2. Let's do this shit. This asshole looks like he's just seen a ghost. Oh fuck! Not a ghost, a construction vehicle! And it's fucking out for blood! Damn! Is that Heihachi from Tekken? Goodness gracious, this intro is out of this world. It's thrilling, captivating. It's the cat's pajamas. It's fuck. Here we go, I finally get to play the game. And that's being optimistic considering I don't even know the controls. Which one of these heavy-duty machines is me? Is that me, or is this me? I'm probably the one being punished, so... Oh, alright, there we go. A little, 10 pillars of safety attack. How do I transform into the Autobots? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Textbook pile driver. I'm just out here driving a stuffed animal, while Grandpa's got the world's strongest crane at his command. Oh, I fucking see your strategy. You're trying to take me out of the driver's seat. Well, the machine would probably be better off without me operating it. It'd put up more of a fight. How do I even move this? Fucking, will you stop slapping my ass cheeks like you're knocking on a door? Let me learn these controls. There you go, right back at it again. Who are you expecting to answer my ass cheeks? My shit? My shit's here right now. You want to meet my shit? Yes, there it is. My first attack. Alright, the first of many. I've got you right where I want you, bitch! Oh, damn it, you can't escape! What is going on here? Is a helicopter about to land? The crane's range is absolutely ridiculous! I feel like I'm trying to fight a giant, but they're stiff-arming my head so I can't punch them. How do you like that wall? Ooh, shit! Broke the glass. Enjoy the shards of glass, Grandpa. Oh, I've got him now. He's up against the ropes. There it is. Don't you try to run. The fuck is this? Where the fuck did this colossal fencer come from? Why is he slapping my vehicle with his wiener? How did that just happen? Where did that equalizer come from? What is going on? What the fuck is this? These must be special moves, but I didn't hit any buttons. Oh, there you go. Enjoy your new life as a cube of metal, Grandpa. Maybe they come at certain times during the fight? Did I just win this, or are we taking a piss on the vehicle? What's going on here? I think I won this match. Alright. I can cover the whole map with this crane. Charge up. Hey, someone dropped a $300 million bill over here. Why don't you come claim it? You fell into my trap! You fucking lunatic! You think someone would drop that type of money? You must be out of your mind. You can back up as far as you want, but nowhere is safe. I'm wielding one of those boxing gloves they used to shoot out of guns in old cartoons. You don't stand a chance. Especially when I take this boulder with me. The boulder exploded. I didn't need the boulder anyway. Who needs a boulder? Go. 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 Yes. Perfect. I hope you're enjoying your stay at the Walled Inn. Demolishing the vehicle now. This is construction. Not one of these again, damn it. Oh, a giant wasp. Well, that's really something there. It's got a stinging shitter made out of dynamite. That is one mean swing. Can you tell the Milky Way Earth says, how's it going? You will not defeat me here. I've got it under control. If somebody asked me, where's the control? I'd say check underneath me. Because I have it under control. I've got it. I've got it. Come on, you son of a bitch. Just finished the match. There we go. Did I do it? Did I finish it? Yes. My goodness, that was a nail biter. Teeth chatteringly close. But a good match. I will use your titties as an air freshener. A squeezable one. Just surrender now. Oh shit. What is this, a silk tornado? How's that even supposed to damage the vehicle? That is just nonsense. Oh, here we go. Two can play at the shitting game. Take some of this. Oh, fucking shit! Good heavens! It commands the elements! Next thing you know, this excavator will launch itself into space and start electrocuting aliens. I've seen it happen a million times. If you think a porta potty is gonna stop me, you're wrong. Human waste will not shoot. What the fuck is this? Why would somebody stuff napalm into a porta potty? A recent survey suggests most people like walls. I'm sure you're one of them. Why is my vehicle taking damage? What is it taking damage from? What the fuck is this nonsense? How does that work? How does that happen? Where was his weapon? He's just driving an oversized golf cart. Where the fuck is the threat? Even if that oil drum on the front of his steamroller was spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour and had spikes on it, it wouldn't defeat this vehicle I'm using. Makes no sense. I can't attack from the front, I'll attack from the side. That's how it's gotta be done. Why the fuck is this not working? I'm attacking him from the side. What's hitting me? The vehicle itself must be made out of bullshit. It's preposterous. Why did a fisherman just throw a spear at me? There's no defeating this asshole. Alright, well, I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm going to be talking about some more shit. Now, before I do that, the footage you're seeing right there in the background is just me getting my ass kicked at Mission 89 of Earth Defense Force 2025. Alright, well, I don't like talking about myself, but I feel like I kind of need to right now. Like, I need to make this video here because what's going on may affect how often I make videos for a little while. Alright, so, about a year ago, I got into a car accident. Luckily, no one was hurt, so that was good. But one of the women who was involved in the accident faked an injury and was trying to get money out of the insurance. And now she's trying to sue me personally. So I had to get an attorney and all that shit. And I really have no idea how all this suing is going to play out or how long it's going to take. But it comes at a really bad time because I'm not in a very good financial situation right now. I'm unemployed right now. And I need to make money, and I don't exactly know how I'm going to make money. I absolutely will not be taking any of the YouTube money for myself. I will still donate all of the YouTube money I make to various charities because I refuse to let this hobby of mine become a job. Because if this turns into a job, making videos just won't be as much fun, so I'm not going to let that happen. Now, I'm not in danger of becoming homeless or completely broke or anything like that, so I'm sure I'll find something. I've wanted to be a voice actor for a long time, but I have no idea how to get into the voice acting industry, so I'll probably have to do some type of creative job, like people pay me and I'll milk them or something, something that'll really get the income flowing. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because there's a possibility that between getting sued and looking for a moderately decent job, it could affect how often I make videos, but I don't think it will. I think I'll still be able to make videos whenever I want to, and I usually like to make around 2 videos a week, and I don't think that's going to change even with the shit that's going on right now. But this video is just here to kind of explain fucking, just so you know, to really sum up fucking. Son of a bitch, I really don't know why I'm having such a difficult time putting into words the reason I'm making this video. I feel like a fucking Martian trying to have a political debate with a dinosaur. I'm making this video to explain why if a fucking... Alright, let's try again. Try again here. The reason I'm making this video is for an explanation. If given the worst case scenario, I don't make a video for a week or 2, this video tells you why. I think that's the best way to sum it up. So, if a week or 2 weeks goes by and I haven't made a video, it's because of the shit that's going on right now that I've mentioned in this video. So, that's why I'm making this. And in all honesty, I don't think anything's going to change with how many videos I make a month or anything like that. And I don't have like a set number of videos I make a month. I just make a video whenever it seems like fun, so that's not going to change, I don't think, but I thought it would be better to be safe and let you all know what's going on in case I don't make a video for like 3 weeks or a month or some extended period of time. So, that's it. See ya. Oh, I can start as Charlie. Well, do you want to be me or Joe? I'll let you be me. I want to see what kind of decisions you think I'd make. You're gonna make me the biggest fucking idiot on the 7 seas, I already know it. I'm hoping it's good, like Until Dawn. I really like Until Dawn.
The 60% makes me nervous.
I think Until Dawn also had like a 60% though.
No, it didn't. It was like critically acclaimed. Because it had Rami Malek in it.
No, if I remember right, they were lukewarm.
Plus, it had like, what was that chick's name? The short chick? She was like a big deal in Hollywood as well.
Piper
They
Perry?
had like an A-list. Who? No, Hayden Panettiere. Patisserie, whatever her name.
Hayden Panettiere or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's a name I haven't heard since Until Dawn. I think that killed her career.
Chat wants the lights off, Charlie.
Oh, it's a scary game. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck. I have a countdown.
Don't worry, I'll pause it again.
Did you fucking pause it again?
Yeah. I didn't want you to miss a single second. Who knows what kind of contextual clues you could have missed on.
What a fun stream this is, just pausing every fucking frame. Wait, you said he was beating you up?
Yeah, just don't press the button.
Oh, it's too late. I already took his lunch money, I guess. Oh, there we go. I get it. Yeah, you just got me with a mean left hook.
Yeah, so I was there for like 5 minutes just letting him like pour punches into me. Take out his frustration.
This is a really advanced training dummy, goddamn.
Yeah, why don't they use that on the front lines?
I don't know, it's gonna start doing capoeira and shit on me.
Oh, that's got skull and crossbones on it.
What do you think's in the box, Jackson?
The training dummy.
His coffin.
The Chinese Weapon X.
Rises from it like Dracula.
Well, I'm gonna decrease the volume from there.
I hope throughout the rest of the gameplay we're just constantly pausing for such minor adjustments. Man, how hard did Joe get punched?
I punched him right into a jail cell. Hey, that was me!
No, this is... Oh, wait. No, what?
It's Charlie. I'm Charlie.
They're fucking identical. Wait, so are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm spinning around. Are you seeing this?
That's me.
Or are you seeing Joe?
No, that's me spinning around. So you see me looking like confused?
Wait, no. We're both spinning around. I won't spin around. You keep spinning around if you're spinning around.
No, I stopped spinning around now.
No, he's
okay. All right, I'm walking in a
How
circle.
do we figure this out? Okay, no, we're in different parts of the ship. That's a cool concept. I like this.
Okay. You should really stream your perspective, so that way we can have like a cohesive story together.
Actually, yeah, I should.
Just fire on your stream. We can go ahead and pause, Jackson. We haven't done that enough
Yeah,
yet.
I enjoy the pause.
Yeah, it's fine.
What? What's wrong?
Stop looking at me, Charlie.
Staring at the camera.
Break the fourth wall. Put your arm around me for the Tinder pic.
It's really annoying how slow they move. Move faster.
Why did you pause?
I didn't even pause. I pressed the bumper buttons.
Oh. You paused on a jump scare and now we see who's scaring us. You've ruined it.
Wait, is there a jump scare? I didn't see a jump scare, did you?
Well, yeah, that was the big noise and now there's that little kid running around there who's probably a ghost.
Wait, I don't see a kid.
You don't see a kid?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, we're having such different experiences. Oh, it's
jeez.
Buckley.
I saw him in the mess hall, he was fit as a fiddle. Poor fucker.
What? What does him being fit as a fiddle have to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he could be the world's most
He could die
happy.
of a heart attack or something.
I saw him 2 hours ago and he was so happy and now he's been killed. How is it possible?
Look how he died too.
Yeah.
He's obviously been like shocked to death or something. Doesn't matter how fit he was.
Did you see the kid that time or only me?
I'm not seeing any kids.
I'm seeing a lot of kids.
Oh, I'm seeing a Chinese man though that's dead.
I don't see that.
Where are you? I've lost you.
Come here.
Oh, we've separated, I see. I've entered the children's daycare, I guess.
Wait, you're dead on my screen.
No, I'm not.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, you're dead on the floor. You're
Oh.
telling me to hide.
Oh, then you were dead on the floor for me, because I just saw a dead man, but I couldn't recognize it.
I'll hide.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot some children, I guess. Thanks for the resub, Gray.
I'm hiding.
Wow, I actually am just lighting up a child.
Is it a ghost child?
I couldn't hear you
Oh,
over
you
this.
son of a bitch!
What happened?
I think you shot me.
Are you hiding inside of an electrical box?
Yes. You killed me.
I'm going into shock, Jackson. It's too much for me to take.
Did you open up the box?
No, I didn't open it up. I saw a child run in there and I decided instead of asking questions to fucking murder it.
I was in there. You told me to hide, so I followed your direction.
Ah, you shouldn't have listened. Are you right now on the Duke of Maiden small ship?
I'm walking over to a ship.
Okay.
Oh, so you're the guy on the ship?
Well, I don't know. Are you looking at Alex?
I'm
right
Brad.
now? Okay,
I'm Brad. I'm
Alex.
witty. I'm Alex's brother, and I'm innocent.
I'm Julia's boyfriend, and I'm insecure.
Hey.
I'm looking at a wedding
So,
ring.
can I get your input on something?
Oh, you're gonna ask me?
Just kind of a big thing I'm trying to make a
Oh,
decision about.
you're gonna ask me if you should marry your girlfriend? I'm gonna say nothing.
School?
Oh.
No, but it's just kind of a
Yeah,
big life
if we weren't
choice,
talking in a chat, you wouldn't know I just looked at a wedding ring and you'd have no idea what this was about, huh? Hey, what's up, Jessica?
Hey.
You bitch. Oh, Julia.
Julia. Jessica's the other one. The one that's Conrad.
The foolhardy Conrad. Just don't talk to Conrad. We only talk to women.
I'm not going to. He asked me if I've ever been diving before. I just stared at him.
Where's the old
No one ever talked to Conrad. Ooh, Fliss.
That's a cool name.
Okay, look, you're the client.
Are you coming over to
I'm
me?
just saying we don't have unlimited daylight.
Eventually.
I'm gonna go help Conrad and Julia with the camera.
Yeah, come over and have a look at this. I found something.
What do you got there, pussy? What is it, the
Look
Loch
at
Ness
this.
Monster?
Feast your eyes on this.
Whoa. Google image.
Brad's calculations
It's
were
pictures
right
of my
on
sister
mark.
naked.
Always bet on Brad.
He's a whiz. You should thank him.
We found a place.
Hello, friends.
In all the right places.
My cutscene then is just you spinning around, looking shocked.
I'm trying to keep up here. There's a lot to take in. This is a good conversation, boys.
For all you know, this could be a war grave. Disturbing it would.
Oh man, you look.
Ooh.
You look real angry.
Oh, don't be fooled. All I'm thinking about is getting wet.
What?
Okay.
I'm peeing my pants right now.
That's not nearly as smooth.
Yeah, he's
as
falling
Conrad
apart.
thinks it is.
Come up with some better jokes.
That wasn't a joke. I pissed myself.
Is it my turn to hit on you?
Hey. Hello.
That's the end of that conversation.
About the train that I asked you about the other day, do you think my friend
just turned
should
off
say
her
grace
machine.
before eating said prayer?
Hello, I'm going boat to boat to make sure you're all atheist.
I'm climbing in bed. Oh shit!
I'm just letting Conrad get the shit beat out of him.
Good. I've got a gun held to my head.
I just got punched a lot. That was easy.
Well, I don't. What's?
We're being robbed.
Is this a robbery? They've come to hear your story, Brad. Word travels quickly around the sea.
What if I just
on
don't?
my head.
What if I just don't ungag her? Sniff
You
my
have
fingers, Fliss. It smells like my ass, doesn't it? Oh, wait, I actually...
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that would happen. I thought I had all the time in the world. Don't ungag her. Just stay in here.
Okay.
I think it's best
Never
if we
mind, I give up.
I think it's best we just do what they say.
No one's ever gonna. Now it's Conrad's turn.
Just farts in his face. Like the Riot Games CEO.
I'm just taking turns, almost.
Hey, now you put your ass in my face. Complete the cycle.
Alright, here, come over here.
There we go.
Right, good hustle.
Now we wait. We totally expected you guys to ungag yourselves. What the fuck is this? Nothing we could do, Fliss.
If only we could know what she's saying.
I've actively followed the David case since the information started breaking 7 months ago, and I want to give you the latest update on it. So 2 days ago, most of you know, David was arrested following a lengthy investigation, but he wasn't immediately charged. He was held without bail, but they didn't announce any charges at the time. Today that has changed. They have announced the charges here, and if found guilty, they could carry a maximum penalty of life in prison or even the death penalty.
These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances. The special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
Anyone who's followed this case even loosely probably isn't surprised to hear those charges being announced there. The evidence has been overwhelming. He hasn't been found guilty yet, but I gotta tell you, I think even Saul Goodman would struggle handling a case like this. And these aren't the only charges he's facing. There's also additional charges as well.
Before I get into the actual charges, and there are additional charges against Mr. Burke, including continuous sexual acts, lewd and lascivious sexual acts with an individual under 14 years old, and mutilating a human remains of a body.
This case is about as disgusting as it gets. And again, it did take a while getting here, but I imagine the fact that they have now arrested and brought these charges forth means that they have sufficient evidence to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that David is guilty of these crimes for which he is accused. There is an overwhelming amount of evidence available to the public, by the way, right there at your fingertips. And even still, and I know I mentioned this in the last video, but I just can't get over just how bafflingly insane this is. There are David defenders. I'm talking about David drones that are constantly fighting tooth and nail, trying to proclaim his innocence, saying that this is all a frame job and he's been set up. Which is crazy to me, because no matter how you spin this, there is irrefutable evidence to confirm that at the very least, David was in a relationship with a child. And these dummies for David, this movement here, likes to plug their ears to that fact and just dodge it. But it's like trying to dodge the rain. It's impossible to overlook that because it is fucking vile. And it is not based on circumstantial evidence, which is the buzzword they love to use in regards to this case when defending David. That is provable that he was dating Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a child. And according to authorities, his motive for her murder was to protect his career because she had apparently threatened to report their sexual relationship. She was reported missing by her family in 2024 when she was 13. And according to the allegation in a criminal complaint, the singer engaged in continuous sexual abuse of her for at least a year from September 2023 to September 2024. And then when she was 14, they believe she was killed with a sharp object on or around April 23rd of 2025 when she was heading to the singer's house in the Hollywood Hills. This is the first time her cause of death has been publicized. Her body was chopped into pieces and stuffed in the back of David's trunk, his vehicle's trunk. So it was especially difficult for authorities to figure out what actually killed her here, because her body was decomposing and in pieces, which is where that mutilation of human remains charge comes from. Now I want to briefly opine on that motive they allege here in this case, because based on all available information, that does track. There are photos and videos of David and Celeste together, and members of his community knew about their relationship. Notably, some of his moderators were aware of it, though, according to their own PR statement they put out to try and debunk the claims that they knew about it and said nothing, they defended themselves by saying that yes, they knew about her, but they didn't know her age nor her status as a missing person. I have no idea if that's true or not, or if they're just desperately trying to cover their own assholes there, but the point is, people did know David was in a relationship with this girl, and if she made a reference to letting people know her age, then it stands to reason that David would panic, fearing that it would jeopardize his career, which was blowing up at the time. And maybe in that panic, he took drastic measures and killed her in order to protect that from getting out.
Calling People versus David Anthony Burke. That's case number 26 CJC F02399.
Good morning or good afternoon, Your Honor. Blair Burke, Marilyn Bednarski, and Regina Peter on behalf of our client David Burke, who's in custody.
Thank you, and good afternoon, Mr. Burke. For the people.
Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman for the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. And counsel, on behalf of your client, do you waive formal reading of the complaint, advisement of rights, including armed forces and veterans' rights, enter a plea of not guilty, denying any and all special allegations, enhancements, and priors?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, unsurprisingly, David and his legal team are entering a plea of not guilty. They are looking to fight the charges. That should not come as a surprise to anyone. This shouldn't be something that has someone's mouth fucking hit the floor, jaw agape, recoil, and fly into the back of their chair like, what? Who could have seen that coming? That is standard procedure. There is no dimension in the multiverse where David was going to come in here fucking representing himself and just be like, yeah, I'm guilty. and I'm sorry, and then hit like a fucking power chord on the ukulele. That was never going to be the case. Because if he does plead guilty, he is facing those charges head on, and he might avoid the death penalty, but it's still going to be life in prison. So there was always going to be a not guilty plea entered from David's team here. That is not a shock at all.
So we are asking for a preliminary hearing to be set at the earliest possible date on the 10th day. Your Honor, we believe the actual evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death. And we would like to be able to have the evidence come into the light of day at the earliest opportunity in order to establish that. We're asking for April 23rd as a 3 of 10, Your Honor.
Anything from the people?
We'll be very happy to put on the evidence that we've collected in this case in the last several months.
Thank you. So the matter will be set. Plea of not guilty has been entered.
So David's team is looking to move lickety-split. They're trying to speed run this process here. They're going for a court any percent gold split, and everyone's willing to play ball here. The other side saying, okay, you know what? We're extremely happy to do that. We would love to showcase the evidence that we've compiled over these 7 months. And what was very surprising is what came after this section.
Given almost no discovery thus far, we've received a 3-page follow-up report, no autopsy report, and a copy of the complaint. And we would ask the people respectfully to produce discovery at the earliest opportunity.
Your Honor, as I indicated to counsel, there's approximately 40 terabytes of discovery in this case. Moreover, in order to obtain the transcripts from a grand jury investigation, counsel has to file a motion. She knows the way the system works. I'm not able to gather those. They have to be provided after the court orders them released because it was an investigation. Second of all, if counsel plans on going to a preliminary hearing within the 10 days, it is unlikely that there will be very much discovery provided within that period, given the voluminous nature and how long it's going to take to copy onto drives.
40 fucking terabytes of evidence they have gathered against David from the sound of things. That is an unfathomable amount. Now, the way that information just came out, the chess pieces that got set up on the board here were David's team made a mention of the discovery or lack thereof, that they were unsatisfied really with where discovery was there. So then it was mentioned, well, discovery is going to be kind of hard here because of how much volume there is. 40 terabytes, and you're looking to set up a preliminary hearing within such a short time frame. It's going to be extremely difficult for us to get all of that information to you for this discovery. And also, they made a reference to discovery with, like, the grand jury. Can't really do anything about that. That needs to come from a court order. But the shocking piece of information there was how much evidence they seemingly have against David here from their investigation. 40 terabytes is a ridiculous amount of anything in general. So that's a lot. That really is a lot. That caught me by surprise, because there's a lot of evidence out there available to the public in this case about David and everything here. But 40 terabytes is more than I would have possibly envisioned for this. So anyway, it looks like they're going to be moving this along very fast. So I guess we'll be getting more and more information pretty quickly. I just wanted to give you the update to things now that the charges are out there. And again, personally, I feel David is definitely guilty in the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. I think all of the evidence points to him being the only one that it could possibly be. I don't think he was framed. And again, it is proven that he was in a relationship with this child. So that additional charge of the lewd and lascivious acts with a minor, I think there is no possible defense they could even begin to squeak out there in that charge alone, let alone everything else that is available for everything else in regards to her death, as well as her body being chopped up, the mutilation of her corpse. All of that all seems to point directly to David. But I guess we'll find out as this process continues. Anyway, fucking awful stuff, man. This case is so fucking gross, and I really, really, really hope that there will be justice for Celeste here. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. It's been a little while since I told a story, so I figured it was about time that I sit you all down by the campfire and put some fear in your boners. I'm gonna tell you a really recent story, something that I think everyone can take a lesson away from and use it in their everyday lives. So before I really dig into the meat of this, I want to preface this by saying I have not pissed my pants in a very long time. Now that that's off the table, let's get into what the story is about. As you've probably surmised from that intro, it's about pee-peeing in the pants. It's about a time where I flirted with that devil. And this all takes place in the mythical year of 2019 AD on October 4th. It was literally 6 days ago as of recording this video. It was right before going to happy hour, and if you watch my streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical, you know that the streams are fucking bangers, and that I also pee a lot. I drink a lot of water, which means I'm constantly expelling a lot of urine from my body at jet stream-like pace. I really fucking pressure wash my toilet when I get in there to do that business, so if urinating is considered a game of chess, then I'm the goddamn grandmaster. Now, this was right before going to happy hour. I had just gotten all dressed up and spruced up, ready for action, and we needed to pick my friends up before going to the bars we were going to. But before going, I had the little inkling of a pee-pee coming on. It was still brewing, but it hadn't matured yet. So I figured there really wasn't any point to doing that. The bars weren't far, my friends weren't far. I'd just hold it till I got there and then just do my business out there in public. Just kind of to assert my dominance, like, hey, I'm not afraid to mark a urinal with my seal of approval. I'm not afraid to stamp this with my penis juice. So I just wanted to wait. I didn't see the point in going before heading over. That being said, on the journey to my friend's place, it was still very tame, very manageable, barely even noticed it. Got to my friend's place, didn't notice it. The second they got in my car, it's like they unleashed the piss demon. All of a sudden, all at once, it hit me like a fucking brick. Like a train had left the station, a bullet train, and it was hitting my bladder. There was no putting this genie back in the bottle. I was going to tinkle, it was just a matter of where. In my nice trousers, in a dirty bathroom somewhere on the way, or on the side of the road. The last two options weren't exactly options, because to get to the bar you had to go over this pretty long bridge, and there was no way I was going to be able to hold it through the duration of the bridge, so I'd be just trapped like a prisoner in its cell in the car, just urinating all over my friends. Or I'd have to hold it and literally cork my cock, and I'd probably fucking drown internally with urine pouring out of my mouth like I just swallowed a cyanide capsule of urine. It was just a nightmarish situation because I really had to go. So I informed Tiana, who was now driving, and I told my friends, look, I'm sorry to be an inconvenience, but we got to pull over somewhere to go to the bathroom because I'm going to literally ruin our happy hour and turn it into the not so happy hour by coating this entire car in piss. So they understood, but the problem was there really wasn't anywhere to stop. There was no real gas stations on the way to the bridge, so we'd have to go out of our way to find one for me, and my friends didn't really want to do that, so they're trying to encourage me to just go piss somewhere next to a dumpster around some of the dilapidated buildings, because the area on the way to the bar looks like it's been hit by a nuclear missile, but I didn't want to take that chance. Because a friend of mine got put on the sex offenders registry for public urination. He got caught while peeing next to a building, or on the side of a building, and I just didn't want to roll those dice at all. I bet if I had just went down to take a piss by a building, a fucking cop would have popped out of a bush in a ghillie suit and said, gotcha on me. I didn't want to, risk that at all. I'd drop trow for 1 second, just unzip, and all of a sudden a police car fucking drift in sideways, just sirens blaring, and then take me down just for public urination, and then all of a sudden, bang, I'm a sex offender. I just didn't want to risk that at all. I didn't want to take that chance at all, so that was not an option for me. We were going to go out of our way to one of the gas stations that I knew of, and it wasn't that far out of the way, so it wasn't a huge inconvenience, but I still felt bad. Unfortunately, the gas stations were of no help, and also the gas stations look like something straight out of the Fallout universe as well. But the first gas station we go to, everything looks okay. There's a bathroom there, which is a plus. It's one of the bathrooms that's on the outside, so you need a key to get into it. So all confidently, while I'm like basically grabbing my cock, just trying to keep everything where it needs to be before I explode with urine, I go in there waddling in and I say to the guy, hey, look, I've got to use your shitter. Can I get the key to that bad boy? And he's not all there. He sounds like he's one Xanax bar away from just total overdose and collapse. So I couldn't understand most of the words he said, but he kept mumbling about the hot dog man. I didn't know what that meant. I thought he was making like idle conversation. Maybe there was a hot dog vendor outside that he wanted me to go buy from before he gave me the key. I didn't know, so I asked him, what are you talking about? The hot dog man? Who's a hot dog man? I love hot dogs, even though I fucking hate hot dogs. Just anything to get that fucking key. Felt like it was a mission in a video game that I needed to get that key to complete the quest. But so I'm making the small talk, and his answers make no sense to me. He's like, no bathroom, hot dog man. So then I'm starting to connect these dots in my head. Okay, so the hot dog man, no bathroom. Hot dog man must have gone in there and wreaked havoc. He must have just fucking tore that bitch down and lit it on fire with an explosion from his ass or something. So this bathroom is decommissioned is what you're telling me, right? You know, bathroom is not working because of hot dog man. He just shakes his head, no. Hot dog man. I felt like I was in a goddamn horror movie, as if like the hot dog man was terrorizing this area like the fucking Slender Man. I didn't know what he was talking about, the hot dog man. All I knew was I was not getting that key from him. So I walked out all disappointed because I knew I wasn't getting the key, and it's all because of this menace, the hot dog man, who I'd never even fucking heard of in fairy tales. So I had to waddle back to the car disappointedly, and even in more of a rush, the sense of urgency was overwhelming. Felt like the entire universe was collapsing inside on me. Also, as a side, there was no hot dog vendor outside. There wasn't even the remnants of what could have been a hot dog vendor at any point in time. So I don't know who the fuck this hot dog man is. But anyway, we go up another maybe mile up the road where I know another gas station is, and it's just as decrepit as this one. And this one was like a goddamn orgy of weirdos. There was one guy who I am 100% sure was on spice, because he was just fucking fumbling around. Luckily, he had hit just enough spice so he wasn't totally nude and dragging his dick on the floor, but he was at that level of spice where he can't really stand up properly, and he has a football that he's throwing against a wall and hitting himself with in the face off the rebound. So that's the kind of place we were at looking for this bathroom, and I knew it was going to be gross, and I'm a bit of a germaphobe, but I was throwing that aside because I needed to be strong, because I didn't want to piss myself, because I hadn't pissed myself in at least a long time. I don't know, I was trying to think of like an exact time I pissed myself, but it's been a long fucking time. I have a pretty clean streak there, and I wasn't about to have that collapse on this night. So we get to this disgusting gas station, and it's another one where the bathroom's on the outside, so I need to go in to get the keys. There's a guy in there playing the lottery, and he's taking a long time scratching it off. That's fine, that's not his fault. He doesn't know that I'm about to explode behind him like an IED of urine. So I'm not mad at him at all. He was none the wiser, not his fault or anything. When he's finally done, I go up to the counter. I say, hey man, can I get the keys to that turbo shitter? I gotta go do some business over there. He's super cool about it, gives me the keys, and I'm on my way. The guy who's throwing the football now fixates his eyes on me, and he wants to get me involved in his game. I can tell because while he couldn't really get the words out properly, he was making motions like, I'm gonna hit you with this spiral real quick, Tom Brady style, and I just, I'm putting my hands up like, please, no, thank you, politely, I've got to use the restroom. Finally get around the corner to where the bathrooms are on the side of the place. There's a man asleep on the curb in front of the bathrooms. I don't know if he was passed out or just really tired. Maybe at one point he was the gate guardian of the bathrooms, but now that he found bath salts, now he just sleeps there. I really don't know. But, I go not over him because I was already on the side. I go around him, and then I finally put that key into the bathroom, and a sense of elation and jubilation just fills my whole body as I finally turn it, and I open it, and I'm greeted with the most unholy smell this world has ever concocted. It smelled like a fucking hate crime. It was the most repulsive, revolting smell I've ever smelled in my life, and I've smelled some shit. I've smelled some serious shit, but this was something else. This smelled like the hot dog man had gone there, killed somebody, and then took a shit all over the corpse. And it's really weird because the toilet itself was pristine. The toilet was clean enough to drink out of, eat off of. It was a fantastic looking toilet, not a speck of dirt or poopy in sight. But the bathroom itself was tainted with the remnants of 1,000 angry spirits that were all shitting in unison. It's no doubt the work of the hot dog man. There's not a single doubt in my mind. He must just be like a serial bathroom shitter. Just goes around shitting in all the bathrooms, fucking terrorizing them, ruining them for people that gotta pee like me. But I really don't know. Anyway, the smell was so overwhelming. For just a brief moment, I relaxed my penis sphincter, and a little bit of urine dripped onto my boxers. I don't count that as pissing my pants because it was just enough where it only dribbled out, and I was able to once again voluntarily collapse the muscle so it didn't squeak out anymore as I finally approached the toilet, and I finally released the sweet relief into the toilet, and I finally peed. I couldn't breathe. It was fucking hazardous to my health, no doubt, with all the shit particles floating around in the air, but god damn it, I finally peed. So the lesson to take away from here, just when you feel like even like the smallest amount of pee building inside of you, just piss. It's gonna get worse. You're gonna just need to pee. Don't try and hold it. Don't be a hero like I was, because you might find yourself in a similar situation where you dribble on yourself and you visit a really disgusting smelling bathroom that really just ruins ruins your sense of smell for like a good 2 hours. But anyway, that's the story. The lesson to learn: pee when you feel like you have to, even a little bit. Don't try and hold it, because that is just absolutely devastating and leads to this domino effect of unfortunate circumstances and a lot of stress. That's it. So yeah. Expedition 33 is a new game that came out last week and has been received with the utmost enthusiasm. It's been getting glazed out the wazoo, a bukkake of compliments and accolades. I believe it's one of the highest rated user scores in all of Metacritic history, and also just one of the highest rated games ever in general. And for a lot of people, this came out of nowhere, like an RKO, people talking about it like it was a surprise that flew under the radar no one had heard of. And that may be true for most people, but I'm not most people. I've had my eyes glued to this puppy for the last 8 or so months since the very first trailer. It just seemed like the kind of game that would tickle all my favorite neurons, so I've had my peepers on it, and I expected big things from it. And it blew all of my expectations out of the water. This game deserves all of the hype and all of the success that it's receiving and more. Whatever you're expecting from all of the headlines, you get more. I couldn't imagine a game hooking me like this at my age. Now, I talk about myself like I'm some kind of geriatric fossil. I'm 30 years old, but I have not been hooked by a game like this in years. The last time I was so invested in a game where I would go around talking to every single character I could find in it was Mass Effect 2. And the last time that I was this addicted to a game, just wanting to play it all the time, was with Elden Ring. That's pretty good company to be in for both of those categories. This game is something special, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of people talking about how impressive it is that such a small studio made it. It's impressive by any metric, but the fact that a studio of only like 30 people made this is mind-boggling. I don't even know how it's possible. Now, of course, they did use like outside contractors, but the core studio is only like 30 or so people. The team is unbelievably talented. It's their first game together as a studio, and they hit an absolute grand salami here. This shit is in slapper. I mean, this was, I couldn't be more happy with this game. So let's get into it. First and foremost, this does everything you want to see from modern gaming, where right now the trend is make games more expensive for less content and then charge more later to like fix the game or make better content for it with DLCs and shit. This bucks that trend, and it's actually a cheaper game for more content. So it's a $45 game for about 60 hours worth of extremely high quality content. Even the side quests in this game are better than most games' main story. I did, like this, again, this is one of the few games where I couldn't help but start doing like 100% completion because it is just that good. Anyway, let's get into the game directly, the actual spaghetti and meatballs. Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG with one of the best stories I've seen in gaming, fucking period. Now, I know it being turn-based has just made a lot of people roll their eyes and they're considering leaving the video because you just can't imagine stomaching the boring turn-based combat systems of the olden age that you think is outdated and archaic. You know, you're sitting there going, what the fart, dude? Turn-based? No thanks. I think you're a fucking goober for that take, and let me go ahead and try and sell you on this being different than whatever you're expecting from turn-based games. This game is significantly more interactive with its turn-based systems thanks to parrying and dodging. You'll see some people make the comparison to Souls games. I think that is way overblown. This has nothing in common with Souls games just because there's dodging and parrying, but it does make the combat feel a lot better because instead of being sitting around waiting for the other enemy for the enemy to attack you, and you either have to like hope for RNG for a miss, or you set up a turn so that way you can block or mitigate the damage. This doesn't have that. If you are good at this game, you can always forever take 0 damage through dodging and parrying. And there's also counters and another thing called gradients. So there's a lot of skill expression here where the parry timing and the dodge window is unforgiving. Assuming you play on expert. Normal, it's a lot more forgiving, but on expert, it is tight timing. Like the parry timing in here isn't quite to Sekiro's level of unforgiveness, but it is not easy. Like the parry window demands that you be actually good at this game instead of just like some fucking lobotomite that's hammering parry, just spamming it. Dodging is a little more forgiving, but even that is still difficult because the enemy's attacks, like their actual arsenal of moves, is so well designed. The combat is flashy and it is interactive. Like I know people have been seeing the quick time events when you use a move. You do have like a timing window. If you hit a perfect, it'll help you out with that move and what it does. But the quick time events aren't the actual interactive nature of the game. That's just there as kind of like a little bonus, a cherry on top to keep you invested on both offense and defense. And it is something nice. It adds more depth to it. But the actual bread and butter of the interactivity of the turn-based is in the dodging and the parrying. Because again, if you are just good, you can be unkillable by everything in the game fundamentally. And another thing is the build variety. There are so many builds for your party that you can run, it is mind-boggling. I've spent hours just making builds for my characters. So you build through things called pictos. So you can unlock skills, sure, but the main bread and butter of a build is the pictos, which are these cards that you'll pick up throughout the world or through fights that'll do things like crit on burn. So if you burn an enemy, you'll get like an increased percentage chance of critting, or it'll do like completely game-changing things. Like there's a really fun synergy with something called auto death, where if you equip that picto, your character will instantly die. But then there's another picto called second chance, which will instantly revive them. And then there's buffs you can give your whole team if a character dies. So what you do is you put auto death on a character that gives out all of these buffs to your party, and then that character revives and just everyone's got these buffs and now everyone's super fucking strong. There's just so much creativity to the builds here, and it changes from character to character with what you want to do for them. There's also a free aim mechanic with all of your characters where you can turn it into a third-person shooter for the cost of AP, where you can target weak spots on the enemies, or I even made an entire build around free aim for one of my characters where he was just chunking like a fucking Gatling gun, where he's recharging his AP thanks to the pictos I put on there. So I'm just constantly shooting over and over and over again, just stacking up millions of damage. Like, I just love how much flexibility there is with builds in this game. I was hitting over 100 million damage by the end, just through so many different pictos and combinations of skills. It was just actually super fun to engage with this system in a meaningful way. Like, there's so much min-maxing here and just so much meat on its bones. So I really think this is the best turn-based system. For like in this genre, I really think this is the absolute cream of the crop. So for people that don't like turn-based, I think you're doing yourself a disservice by just writing this one off because of that. This is an experience that I really think will resonate with anyone who gives it a chance. It is just a beautiful story. And it is one of the most visually impressive games I've ever seen. The art design, like the direction, oh my god. It is fucking cinema. Like absolute peak. The cutscenes are hype. The enemies look incredible and they're super creative. The world, the environment, every zone you visit. So like there's this overworld. So when you're walking through the map, you'll find like a ton of different like enemies to encounter, like bosses, as well as like different zones. And all of them are so visually interesting and just unreal, like breathtaking. And the music, holy shit, the music in this game, this is a 100% shoe-in to win Best OST this year. There is no game that I think will even come close. The soundtrack for this game is one of the best. I would comfortably put this up there with Nier. This is 100% a soundtrack that's going to be winning a lot of awards that it deserves, and it will be a soundtrack that I think will be talked about for years to come. Now, I want to give you, like, the overview of the story without any spoilers, because I really don't want to even drop, like, the tiniest breadcrumb of a spoiler here. So in a nutshell, the story takes place in a world where people live in a place called Lumiere, and there is a giant monolith with a giant creature, the Paintress, sitting in front of it, and every year she paints a number on that monolith. After a year, that number gets erased and everyone of that age dies. And every year, the number gets lower. So, if you've got your thinking caps on, you'll recognize that there's a certain amount of time left for these inhabitants of this world to survive. So, they go on these expeditions to try and kill the Paintress so she stops painting those numbers and having everyone of that age just evaporating. It's gone on for many, many years, and no one's successfully been able to kill her, so the society starts to just accept that this is a way of life, so people live under the assumption that they only get to spend a handful of years with their kids because they're dying at the age of like 34, 35. They're just getting fucking snapped out of existence because of the Paintress painting that number on the monolith. We follow Expedition 33, our main character being Gustav, as we venture out to try and kill the Paintress. Everyone on the expedition only has a year left for the most part, and they want to put a stop to this cycle so that way people can finally live. There's nothing but tragedy in this world because of the paintress, and they want to put it into it. And they also want to understand why. What's it all for? Why is the paintress doing this? It's just incredible. I think this story will hook you within the first 30 minutes. This has one of the best intros in any game I've ever seen. This is actually up there with like the first Last of Us in terms of emotional, hard-hitting introductions to a game. I think people will immediately get invested into this world and its characters. It is one of the best written games I can think of off the top of my head in the modern age. I love the story. It doesn't have any cheesy cliche writing. Characters aren't just super quippy for the sake of like these really silly jokes. Like, yes, there's some comedic moments here, but they're few and far between, so when the comedy is there, it actually hits. This is finally a game that doesn't just follow the same formula of writing that everything else does, where it's just all so safe and Weenie Hut Jr. This is a game that's not afraid to be dark. It's not afraid to be a slow burn and build up of tension and anxiety and mystery. It doesn't just fucking vomit out everything about its world immediately and all of its exposition. It is totally fine to let you wait 20, 23, 25 hours before you finally get most of the pieces of the puzzle to this mystery and this world that you're in. And it feels so good when you do finally get that information. And as it builds up to it, it keeps feeding you these tiddlywinks, so you start coming up with your own theories on what's going on and what it all means. It is so good. The writing in this game is superb. Absolutely extraordinary stuff. None of the characters are unlikable. There is not a single character in this game that I didn't love. There is pretty much nothing I dislike in this game. I had early complaints about, the movement being a little clunky, but the game seems to lead into that in a way that it actually kind of complements it. So the movement is almost identical to Only Up. And I mean that genuinely. The sprinting and the jumping is pretty much one-to-one. They even have little side quests where you do Only Up courses at these places called gestural beaches, and you get rewards for completing the Only Up minigames. So it seems like they knew that, leaned into it, and the way the world is designed, the map's actually set up, I don't think it's ever, a detriment that the movement isn't super clean. It does feel a little janky with the movement, but because of the way they've designed all the maps, it works. So, by the mid-game, I no longer had that complaint because everything felt fine with it. It wasn't, inhibiting my enjoyment of exploring or anything. I do think there is definitely a way they could have cleaned up the movement, but again, it's not even really a complaint because they were able to utilize it well, and I had a lot of fun with the Only Up components. I also really did have a problem early on with the subtitles always having a blur on them. I really wish I could have turned that off. I don't know why. That was just a little pet peeve of mine, having blurs on subtitles. Well, the subtitles aren't blurred, but the background on subtitles blurring the things around it, I don't know. I just don't really like that all that much, but obviously that's the smallest possible complaint you could ever have for something. The only other thing that wasn't perfect was the lip syncing. The lip syncing was not amazing at points. I think during all the cutscenes it was totally fine and great, but during a lot of the side stuff you'd notice the lip syncing wasn't always matching, which again, super tiny complaint. This game is so close to perfect actually, to the point where I almost feel bad for Sandfall Interactive, the developers here, because they have made something so unbelievably good that their next project is going to have so many eyes and such high expectations on it. I really don't know how you can even top a game like this. I have a lot of faith in this team now because of how good this game is, but man, it is a daunting task to have something this good as your first project. There's so little to improve on. It really is that close to just being the perfect turn-based RPG experience. I love this game. I think this is easily a Game of the Year contender. Easily a contender for Game of the Year. If it's not in the conversation for Game of the Year, something is truly wrong with the industry. It is corrupt and foul, rotten to the core. I absolutely love this game. It is comfortably in the top 20 best games I've ever played. It is in my top 20 favorite games of all time. I love Expedition 33. I could gush about this for hours, actually talking about the story and stuff, but I don't want to get into any spoilers or anything, but there's just so much to unpack with it, so much to talk about. It's such a beautifully tragic, enthralling experience. So, yes, I think this game lives up to the hype. I think it exceeds it. in every possible aspect. Expedition 33 is a masterpiece. That's about it. See ya. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm gonna be talking about even more shit. Let's do this shit. The footage you're seeing is me trying to sail during the world's most powerful hurricane. The game is Sail Simulator 5. Now, I'm sure you're all aware that YouTube changed its policies regarding gaming-related videos, and I just wanted to let you all know what that'll do to my channel. Now, it's not going to affect the type of videos I can make, because I don't do Let's Plays, and the people that do Let's Plays are the ones that are going to be affected the most, so I can keep making the same videos I make right now, but what is going to be affected in terms of what I do is the amount of money I donate to charities at the end of each month from YouTube is going to be significantly less. Because when they implement this monetization review process next year, it is going to slow down income for the people that generate revenue from YouTube. Now, from what I understand, this monetization review process can take a few hours or a few days, and while they're reviewing your video, it's still a live video, so people can still watch it, and YouTube's still going to make money off your video, but you're not going to make money off your video until they approve it and say, yes, it abides by the terms and conditions. Now, I could be wrong about that. Maybe I misinterpreted it, but that's how I understood it. So if that's the case, that is going to drastically reduce the amount of money I'm able to give to charities each month, and that is a fucking shame. Now, what's also ridiculous about this new policy is the copyright claims that are going out to a bunch of channels right now. Those copyright claims will destroy some channels. There are some people that use YouTube as a full-time job. It's their source of income. It's how they survive. But this new Content ID system will destroy their livelihoods. The Content ID system will send out copyright claims to people who do Let's Plays or incorporate trailers into their videos or use gameplay footage in their videos. Especially if they use music, they're going to get a copyright claim. And when a video gets copyright claimed, the channel can't monetize that video. So then the people that make like Let's Plays or videos reviewing games or doing a walkthrough of a new game, they won't be able to make money off that anymore, so those channels are just going to vanish, because those people are going to have to find some other way to make money. And it's just absolutely absurd. But YouTube's not going to change this policy. They're just not going to. It's a fact. They don't need to. YouTube will not lose a single user from this policy change. No matter the backlash, no matter the negativity, YouTube will not change this. They just don't fucking care. Because YouTube has no competition. There's no alternative. No matter what YouTube does, everyone's going to stay using it because they have nowhere else to go. Google knows that. And that's why Google Plus is still here. Google Plus is broken. And even if it wasn't broken, who the fuck wants Google Plus? But they don't have to do shit about it because there's no alternative. Competition is the best thing for consumers. And until there's an alternative to YouTube, YouTube is still going to be this pile of shit it is right now. And now is the perfect time for someone to make a viable, user-friendly alternative to YouTube. If that was there, they'd get a lot of users. I guarantee that. I know I'd go over there in an instant because YouTube is just troublesome to use, hard to navigate. Some of it just flat out doesn't fucking work, but it's not going to get fixed, it's not going to get changed, because it just doesn't need to. YouTube's basically a monopoly right now. People keep using this site no matter what. Until there's a viable alternative, YouTube's just going to be this leaking, anus, son of a bitch asshole it is right now. And, That's about it for that topic. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, some of you may remember I let you all know I was getting sued by a woman who faked an injury after an accident I was in last year. Well, that's all been resolved, and she'll be walking away with roughly $75,000. Luckily, it's not coming out of my own pocket. I had insurance and it was under coverage, but originally she wanted some ludicrous amount, some astronomical figure, like $200,000 for a 20-mile-an-hour accident. Luckily, the insurance got it down to what they got it down to, but this girl went through so many unnecessary, risky surgeries from a corrupt doctor to justify the suing. It's absolutely insane. Out of the $75,000, realistically, she'll probably pocket about $10,000-ish of that. So I hope all the trouble she went through was at least worth it. And I'm just happy it's over with now. Now there's one more thing I want to talk about real quick. Some of you send me messages from time to time asking how my quest to become a voice actor is going, so I just want to give you a little update on where I am there. I still haven't landed a voice acting role, so I'm at the same point I was about 3 months ago. It is a really, really fucking hard industry to get into. I still think it'll be fun, and I'm actively looking for auditions. If there's any indie game companies out there, or animators, or anyone looking for a voice actor for a project, send me a message on YouTube. I'd love to audition. But now I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry about that. I was just making this video to let you all know what this policy is going to do to my channel. I didn't go into depth about what the policy change really is or does, because I'm pretty sure most of you know a lot about it. Most of you probably know more about it than I do, to be honest. But I just wanted to inform you all that I'm going to be able to keep making the same type of videos I've always been making. I haven't been getting any copyright claims, which is good. And yeah, Google can massage my scrotum. And Google Plus can go fuck itself. Yeah, that's it. See ya. I have been paying very close attention to the Twitch bot apocalypse. I've kept my finger on the pulse of it. I find it to be a really interesting topic here. For those that don't know, a few days ago, Twitch made good on their promise where they swore they would be making bot detection and eradication a priority. They finally called attention to a issue that has plagued Twitch since the beginning. Since the genesis of Twitch, in the primordial soup of streaming, there has been bots that have infected the platform. And for the longest time, Twitch had gone really hands-off. They said, you know what, if we don't put our hands on the stove, we won't know if it's hot. But recently they said that they were going to actually be directly attacking this bot issue. And a few days ago, they rolled out their first targeted strike here on bots. And boy, howdy, it was a doozy. Apparently, the overall viewership on Twitch went down as much as 24% compared to last week, with many big streamers suddenly losing thousands of viewers. Not just big streamers, streamers of all shapes and sizes lost tons and tons of viewers, like across the board. It was a pretty big purge of invalid traffic, bot activity. As I said a couple days ago, I was pretty surprised with how hard they hit the ground running here. I thought it would just be like lightly poking the bear, like, oh, we got rid of like 100 bots. Big W, Twitch is saved. But no, they kind of like, they dropped a bomb here. It was a pretty big deal. So big, in fact, that a lot of streamers, many suspected of being a view botter, had just decided not to stream for like the last week or so, inexplicably. Just randomly deciding not to stream during the bot purge, which of course has everyone raising an eyebrow, and of course all of this has led to a lot of finger pointing, a lot of shit stirring, a lot of spitting, a lot of farting and coming. It's been kind of pandemonium in the streaming space as people are noticing view counts have been dropped from a lot of streamers, and in some cases drastically. So the natural conclusion people are drawing is they were view botting. And as I predicted, and as everyone predicted, nobody wants to own up to being privy to their channel being view botted, because that's against the rules. They would get banned. No one's ever going to admit to it. So it's been a lot of cope and a lot of excuses, like, oh, it must have just been this stranger over here that's been doing this and I had no fucking clue. I'm glad that it's getting solved. Everyone is talking about this as a positive thing. Meanwhile, in the background, there are people that no doubt are shaking their fist in anger in demanding that their botting service get it under control and fix it, because they need those viewer numbers to go back to where they were. Because obviously, if it doesn't, people are going to be aware there was some fraudulent activity there. And the only question remains, did the streamer know? Like, were they guilty of paying for the service themselves? Or was it like an org they were affiliated with? Because according to a lot of the data, all of which is public, by the way, you can see all of the viewer numbers post and pre-purge. All of this is public. So you can see a lot of streamers that are affiliated with an org, like OTK is the big one everyone's talked about. But not just OTK, there were other orgs coming under fire as well. Namely, FaZe was another one that people had a lot of question marks over their head with, because a lot of the streamers affiliated with FaZe also took huge drastic drops in their viewership during this purge. So the speculation is that these orgs are boosting the numbers of some of the streamers under their umbrella, because by having more successful streamers under their brand, it's good for the brand. Obviously, the motivation is to make more money, because you can make significantly more doubloons if the streamers that are under your blanket are more popular. So if you boost your streamers by thousands upon thousands of viewers that they don't legitimately have, you can still bring those numbers to brands that would be none the wiser in the partnership. And according to some other streamers, there's been actually quite a bit of talk from streamers about orgs even like softly admitting to doing this in certain cases. I don't know like all the particulars around that, but there has been like a lot of discussion that orgs do actually do this. Like, it's not just a full-blown conspiracy theory, but then the question becomes, Well, do the streamers under these orgs know about that? Like, there's just a lot of questions now after all of this bot detection and all this bot purging. It's been a flood of questions like Yahoo Answers just got revived. Did the streamers viewbot themselves? Was it a member of their community viewbotting the streamer? Did the streamer, are they a victim of like a stranger, a malicious bad actor trying to artificially boost their numbers to potentially ruin their reputation? Is there a super fan of the streamer that's trying to boost their favorite streamer to make them more popular because they just love them so much? Does the streamer know that the org they're affiliated with might be boosting their numbers? Just so many questions. And another big discussion that's come from all of this is about sponsors. Allegedly, some sponsors have been botting sponsored streams in order to make it seem more popular to the average viewer. So they'll artificially boost those numbers so it seems like there's more hype around the product, and they've also been accused of botting even beyond sponsored streams because by being partnered with that streamer, it's better for their brand if that streamer is perceived as more popular. So they'll boost them even beyond the sponsored stream just so that way they can use it as marketing material like, hey look, we're partnered with this big guy. And meanwhile, a lot of the viewership is botted by the sponsor allegedly. But I also want to mention that in only 2 days here, it seems that there are some botting services that have already found ways of circumventing these bans. There are some streamers that have miraculously bounced back after a 3-day plummet to not only where they were, but in some cases even higher, despite nothing changing in their content and doing nothing different. So it does look like in certain cases, some bots have found a way to evade this. So I'm hoping this isn't Twitch's only action here against bots because, as I mentioned, it's going to be an ongoing tug of war. And it is good for the entire platform to do your best to stop bot activity. Fake, phony, baloney numbers are bad for all of the streamers on the platform, except for, of course, the ones that are paying to win in the streaming space, which is another thing. There is a very real possibility, and something that has been talked about by some of the biggest streamers, that a strategy that used to be used and is probably still employed to a certain degree is some streamers would bot their streams for a while to try and grow an organic viewer base, and then they would completely stop paying for the botting service and just let the organic numbers start to take over as more people assimilate into the community. So, of course, this is never going to detect that strategy, but even still, Twitch needs to do everything it can to stop bots because it is very bad for everyone on the platform to just let this rampant issue continue and spiral out of control. Now, I think I need to explain why I have this perspective and so many people have this perspective because I've seen a lot of people downplaying this as like not a big deal, like this is a fucking nothing burger. Who cares about view counts? If you can pay for it, you should do it. It gives you the advantage in the space. You gotta stand out in the market, so if you can do anything to get an edge, you gotta fucking do it. And yeah, you're right, it's a saturated market, so obviously buying view bots is going to immediately help you stand out by floating to the top of a category, so that way some curious Georges will see you at the front there, and they'll click because you've got the most viewers, so obviously there's a lot of hubbub there, and they want to see what all the fuss is about, so they'll check out your stream because you have artificially inflated the numbers, and then you have now occupied that viewer, which takes it from another streamer that is legitimately streaming to an audience and a real community of people there to watch them instead of just an army of clankers. In fact, the argument kind of mirrors something from many moons ago when Twitch was still pretty new. I'm going to take you back to the past to talk about some titties and ass. There was a huge trend on Twitch for a while with something called booby streamers, if anyone remembers that, where there was a trend on Twitch where streamers would try and wear the most revealing clothing that Twitch would possibly allow in the most sexual of positions and constantly putting cleavage as like the main hook to draw viewers in. And this drew a lot of outrage because people believed that by doing that, they were stealing viewers from their streams because they weren't showing cleavage and everything. It was a huge debate that raged on for years, actually, and people were always split on whether or not that was the case. Was this streamer with cleavage stealing a viewer from this guy over here who was building a brazen bull in Minecraft? Well, the jury was always out. But in this case, there is clear data, clear-cut, irrefutable evidence that viewbotting your streams and fucking leapfrogging your way ahead of everyone that is legitimately streaming with less viewers than you does actually steal the viewers from them. You are directly competing in the exact same content, but you have now floated more visibly to the top through artificially inflating your numbers, fundamentally paying to win, and cheating the system. That 100% does take viewers away from the actual streamers on Twitch. Across the board. It's not a debate, and it's not like a competitive advantage. You are cheating. You are breaking the rules of the website too, by the way. Twitch just doesn't choose to enforce them very often. They have just let this go unchecked for an extremely long period of time. But it's not allowed. You're not supposed to be able to do that. So this, again, is not a debate. So, the problem is, that shit sucks. That is bad, not only for all the streamers that are doing it legitimately, but it's also bad for the platform. I'm actually kind of surprised Twitch doesn't face more hot water for their handling of bots for this long, because while Twitch on their back end can identify fraudulent traffic and adjust your ad revenue for it, that is something they've talked about before, how, like, if you view bot a stream up to 2 million viewers instantaneously and then just start farming ads, Twitch will go and analyze that traffic to see if it's real, and they will adjust your earnings on it. I've seen them talk about that. While Twitch can do that on their back end and not lose their ass on that, you know who can't? Brands that work with streamers. The way a brand partnership works when it comes to streamers is they base your pay on your metrics. And the metrics that you provide, well, that's not going to account for bots. They can only go off the information that is accessible. And they don't have that back-end ability that Twitch has to go in there and see, well, who's a real viewer versus a fake one? Like, how many bots are here? They only have your metrics. So that's your average viewers, which could easily be hyperinflated because of bots. So what streamers can easily do, and definitely have done, is they boost all of their numbers to really high levels that they really are not achieving organically. It's not real viewers. It is all fraudulent, invalid traffic from botting services. They will inflate their viewer numbers. Then brands will approach them, or they will approach brands about doing a partnership or a sponsored stream, and they'll provide those viewer numbers, which will have the brand then give them higher pay than what they should be receiving. And the brand will pay this money under the impression that it's being served to X amount of viewers. And those viewers, they're assuming, are real, legitimate human beings with a pulse, but in reality, a lot of times, it's being served to bots. Aren't even there, aren't consuming it at all. So they're paying a lot of money to be put in front of bots without their knowledge. In some cases, of course, that's not every case. As I mentioned earlier, there are some brands that have been accused of botting the sponsored stream itself in order to float more visibly to, like, Twitch in whatever category they're in. So there are definitely some brands that are more than fine with using botting services to make it seem like it's more hype and there's more interest in this sponsored stream. Like, wow, there's 20,000 viewers here to watch, you know, the poop that took a pee 2.0 just dropped. Look at all these people in here that are watching this sponsored stream. Meanwhile, it's the agency itself that is paying to boost those numbers. So both of these things happen, where a brand will be none the wiser that what they are paying for is not getting served to real human beings that they expect it to. It's getting served to bots. And there are some brands that pay to actually just use the bots to try and generate this artificial hype around something. The way that bots function in the Twitch ecosystem is fucking crazy. I really am kind of surprised Twitch hasn't faced more problems from these companies for it. Like companies that might feel defrauded. Like they paid hand over fist to these streamers based on these viewer numbers only to learn, well, they're all being botted because Twitch does not care about botting. They kind of gave the soft green light that they're not going to crack down on it and don't really give a fuck. I imagine some brands would be really pissed to learn that. And I'm surprised they haven't, like, called out Twitch or tried to handle this litigiously or something about it. I don't know. I just found that to be a little interesting because it is very clear botting is a huge issue on Twitch. When they finally took their first real step in fighting against this menace, their overall platform viewership dropped 24%. And that's just the first snowball in an avalanche of bots, I imagine. That is the first wave. Can you imagine if Twitch actually deleted every bot from the platform? I wonder how high that percentage drop would have gone. You know what I mean? Now, in reality, I don't think that's ever going to happen. It's a very tall order to fight and delete every bot when these services are constantly going to be doing everything and spending tons and tons of money of their own to evade bot detection because they have so many clients that use them. there will probably always be bots on Twitch. Not only on Twitch, it's obviously on YouTube and every other streaming platform as well. I understand that. And also, I feel as though Twitch might be apprehensive about this anyway. Like, if Twitch had a magic button that they could press it, and it would guarantee every bot and all invalid traffic would be banned on Twitch from this point forward and could never return. It'd basically be like in K-pop Demon Hunters when they fully seal away all the demons, they can't return. If Twitch could do that right now, I think they would be very apprehensive about it, because we just saw them take one step in fighting bots and they lost 24% of their viewer base over the last few days that it's been there. Like, that's a huge drop. And if they did it even harder, that number would only climb. And I imagine they would be worried about all of their brand partners starting to jump ship, like, oh no, Twitch is dying. Look at this graph. You see how there's no more views? It's all dried up. Time to pull our ad spin from Twitch. I think they would be worried about the future of Twitch if they did that, because their viewer count numbers would be so much lower, significantly lower, that they'd probably be getting hit financially pretty hard from all of these sponsors that are paying money to be put there. And brands don't really care about, like, the nuance of what the numbers say. They only care about what the numbers indicate. So most of the brands, I imagine, would see this. And in fact, some of them are probably already worried with the 24% drop. But if it got even higher, some brands would probably see this and they wouldn't take into account like it's all bot activity. They would see this and be like, nope, this is dangerous. This is not worth the ad spin. We're pulling out. And even if they did bother to take a little bit of time looking into it, they might feel slighted by Twitch for letting this bot problem persist for so long, and they were spending so much money for what ultimately amounted to a lot of invalid traffic. So I think Twitch would be really skeptical about getting rid of every bot, even if they could. Which is why I was so surprised that they went this hard out of the gate against the bots and actually did make a dent in it. And I hope they continue to do this. I hope that they didn't, like, you know, pump the brakes like, oh, that was a lot. We took a big viewership hit there from all this bot stuff. Let's maybe, you know, pull our punches a little bit here. I hope they don't go down that path. Like, I do hope they continue to make this a priority and do legitimately try and get as many bots off of Twitch as they possibly can. Anyway, that's enough blabbering about it from me today. That's about it. See ya. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but I disagree. I think the greatest form of flattery is this. That's that Donnie from Wild Thornberries type riz. But when does imitation go too far? When is it no longer an homage, but instead tiptoes over the line into plagiarism? That's what we'll be analyzing today, and by that I mean I learned about 2 channels that have blatantly plagiarized another YouTuber. I saw this right before going to bed tonight. I'm kidding, because I didn't fall asleep. As you can clearly tell, it's 6 a.m. I've been up all night again. Insomnia is here again, doing that to my damn little butt cheeks over here, and I'm tired of it. But as I was trying to fall asleep and then ended up giving up looking at my phone, I saw that there's a bit of a hoopla about this plagiarism thing going on right now. And you're never going to be able to get rid of all the plagiarism on YouTube because it is a rampant issue, but I always think it's nice when people do find bad actors like this just blatantly stealing their work. But as I was looking into this big developing story here, I learned a lot of twists, not only about the original video creator, but also the ones that allegedly plagiarized. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first one before diving into a bit more about the original video as well.
So if your views are low, or you're scared of demonetization, listen up, because I'm going to tell you the 8 biggest changes of the YouTube algorithm, starting with change number 1, Gemini. So it's fully official. Okay, the YouTube algorithm is now powered by Gemini AI.
This one is egregious. They didn't even bother doing the bare minimum of changing a single word from the original script. So this comes from a YouTuber named Rume, and the YouTuber that's copying his video is someone named Belmont. Now this is a guru who is also selling a course. Now I use the word guru real loosey-goosey because that's how these fucking dweebs refer to themselves as. They're scammers, basically. Case in point. If you're going to be purchasing a course from someone on YouTube trying to give you the secrets, bestow upon you the ancient wisdom of success online, just know you're most likely not going to be finding the Fountain of Youth there. You're probably getting a big load of fucking barnacles. I've never even heard of a course that one of these dorks was selling that was ever even remotely helpful in any way, shape, or form. When it comes to this subject matter, I know in like the fitness space, there's a lot of YouTubers that have courses that are very popular, very successful. I'm talking specifically about this garbage where they have these videos, usually just like a bunch of regurgitated information. In this case, they are literally copying someone else's information in order to try and hawk a course. But like usually it's just some dog shit where they're like, "Yar matey, so you want to get YouTube views? Well, you're gonna have to fork over the funky digits on the back of that credit card for this fucking PowerPoint I threw together haphazardly." It's all trash. Now, an interesting little fun fact, a little tidbit of lore, in the only Belmont video I've watched, he has a gold YouTube play button behind him for a channel called Serum. So I looked it up, and that's this channel right here, and that's definitely him. Basically, this channel is Sniper Wolf. If Sniper Wolf was a guy who's a huge dweeb. And he hasn't posted in over a year, but he had 4.5 million subscribers. I don't know why he stopped posting. I looked into it, and there's a lot of theories. Apparently, a lot of people seem to believe that he was demonetized at some point, so he abandoned the channel. It's certainly possible, but it's just a theory, a little game theory there. But what's not a theory is that this guy just blatantly plagiarized that video. I guess he's made his triumphant return. No longer is he Serum. Now he's Belmont. And he just takes other YouTubers' videos word for word as his own. Yippee, welcome home.
Now, for those of you that don't know what Gemini is, it's pretty much Google's ChatGPT. And the job that YouTube gave Gemini is to analyze videos. So technically, it's no longer about tags, titles, or anything that's mattered before. Because of Gemini, now it's what you say, how you say it, and what you show. Like the actual visuals of your video. It understands the tone. If your video is supposed to be sad, it understands it. If being sarcastic, it also understands. Gemini also analyzes behavior on the platform. Which takes me to number 2, trust score.
It's actually fascinating how not only did he copy the script one-to-one, but he even copied the timing. It syncs up perfectly. He did exact intonation, exact timing of everything here for his blatant plagiarism. I've never seen that before. This is like the equivalent of taking someone else's homework, copying it, and not even changing the name on it when you submit it. It's fucking baffling. Typically, we're about to look at another case of plagiarism from the same YouTuber, actually. Not Belmont, but the same YouTuber had his work stolen by another channel as well, this time a much more popular channel. I'm actually kind of blown away by how brazen Belmont's plagiarism is. He's got a lot of other videos on his channel, and I imagine all of those are also plagiarized from other YouTubers as well. It seems like that's probably his shtick. I imagine the only reason the visuals aren't exactly the same is because he didn't want to take the extra 2 minutes it would take to crop out the YouTuber from those visuals, because he wanted to just shit and ship this as quickly as possible, a matter of minutes. So instead he just filled it with a bunch of probably stock videos for his points here. Now the next accused plagiarism patriot is Danny Y. Interestingly enough, it's the same topic that Belmont copied, that now Danny Y has a video on that's eerily similar to Rumero's. An interesting coinkydink, if I had to spitball a guess at how that's possible, I would wager that douchebags like this probably consult ChatGPT for what videos they should steal, and right now ChatGPT is recommending that one from Rumero. That would be my guess. Now, Danny Y's video is a little less obvious than Belmont's. He does change some words around, and he does change the order in which the information is presented. Instead of following the exact blueprint one-to-one of Rumero's original video, he changes where it goes. But watching them both back-to-back, it is still fundamentally the exact same piece of content. Now, another explanation here. Like I said, I don't know Rumero's content. Maybe it's possible he generated a script for this topic through ChatGPT, and Danny Y doing the same thing. Thus, they came with very similar scripts. I think that is also equally possible.
Now, for those of you that don't know what Gemini is, it's pretty much Google's ChatGPT.
And if you don't know what it is, think of it as Google's version of ChatGPT.
And it even understands the tone. Like,
it even picks up on your tone.
Like if your video's supposed to be sad, it understands it.
If your video is meant to be funny, it knows.
If you're being sarcastic, it also understands it.
If you're being sarcastic in your video, it also knows that too.
So that's pretty scary shit within itself.
And honestly, this one scared me when I first learned about it.
Now, when YouTube reviews your channel, which they will.
When YouTube reviews your channel, and they will.
The first thing that Gemini will check is your channel trailer.
And the first thing that plays is going to be your channel trailer.
The age of the email and the age of the YouTube channel.
Use an email that has been around for a while.
The older the YouTube channel is, the better. Just use your personal email.
Maybe your personal Gmail that you've been using for years.
If you have any Google subscriptions like Google One, Google Workspace, YouTube Premium, any of those subscriptions, the better it is.
Even better, if you have Google subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Google One, or Workspace, that's extra proof.
Right, you want to show Gemini and YouTube that you're a human, and a human doesn't start YouTube by uploading every single day.
You're basically showing the algorithm that you're a real human.
This one's a bit trickier because he does change the words around, and he does change the order around, but all of the information from Roommate Rose is still present here, including his advice that he gives in the original, so it does still seem a bit stinky here that maybe he had grabbed his script and had AI rewrite it a bit for his video. And, there's only so many ways of conveying information if the information is accurate, but this goes a little bit beyond that, where it's not just conveying similar information, he's doing it basically very, very, very similarly to how Roommate Rose video covered it. Now, I had that theory that maybe Roommate Rose generated an AI script and Danny Y did the same on the same topic, which is why they'd be similar. And I think there's even more meat to that theory because I did some digging on Roommate Rose's channel.
If we go ahead and just search up the title of one of these articles and we throw it onto YouTube, we will be able to find YouTube channels like this one, Hip Hop Daily. So if we click on it and we click on their videos, we can see that their views are not bad at all. Now moving on to step number 2, which is scripting your entire video. Now there's a few rules for this, right? I have a lot of beginners come to me and they show me their videos and they're only like a minute or 2 minutes long. And to be honest, I tell them every single time, might as well not post the videos because with AI, there is no excuse for you not to make a video over 10 minutes. YouTube clearly favors, and this is my opinion, YouTube clearly favors YouTube channels and YouTube videos that are over 10 minutes. So here's an example of how easy it is to script write.
Oh my goodness, he's giving the keys to the kingdom, the Krabby Patty secret formula to the ultimate slop. Step 1, look at other YouTubers' content. Step 2, basically steal it. So he's like, look at these channels. You can see their views are doing well, so this is a successful niche. So you want to aim for basically copying the same topics because you can see that it has a track record of doing well here. So step 2, use AI to make your script for you. So he then shows you like to grab an article, copy and paste it into AI to have it write a script for you. So that way it can cook that shit up for you pretty much instantaneously. And bingo, bango, bongo, you've got a soulless AI regurgitated video that can now just passively generate income on YouTube for you for doing fucking nothing at all. So, not a huge fan of this guy, to be honest with you. Yes, I do think he was plagiarized in the first instance, and honestly, I am leaning more towards Danny Y also taking his video as opposed to just getting a similar AI drivel script. And that's due to a couple of reasons I'll share with you. But as far as creators getting plagiarized goes, this one doesn't move my heart all that much. This is a world's smallest violin moment for sure, because he himself also kind of preaches the same thing to his students about, like, look at all these other channels and basically do what they do using AI to do it for you. So it's a little odd that he would cry foul that other vultures in the same space are doing the same to his content when he has these AI faceless slop channels that he literally kind of does very similar things with. Granted, it's not one-to-one or as brazen as the examples here, but still, it's fundamentally the same DNA. He is also just regurgitating the same information using AI to do it for him. Now, maybe he doesn't do it on his Roommate Rose channel. That I don't know for sure. But in the videos on this channel, he does talk about and literally try and instruct people on how to take other people's topics and like ideas and plug AI into it so it will make the scripts for you so you can stretch these videos to 10 minutes and make money off it passively for doing basically fucking nothing. So, not exactly like the best creator to be talking about being plagiarized, if I'm being honest. But I do still find it to be an interesting topic nonetheless. And like I said, I do think it's obvious in Belmont's case that he just one-to-one stole the video. I do also think Danny Y most likely had AI spit out a script from Rumeiro's video as opposed to just covering a similar topic.
And that leads us to the next change, one that got thousands of channels deleted just last month. YouTube now probably gives every channel a hidden score. They don't show it to you, but it probably exists. And it controls everything. I call it your trust score. Think of it like a credit score, but for
your trust score? Where have I heard that nomenclature before?
Do that, but it's almost guaranteed that the amount of people that have done that, and this change was done about 2 weeks ago, which is why you've heard so much news of people getting their channels taken away. But I think I found a solution.
Still not at the right timestamp, but basically in Danny Y's video, it's the exact same information. He changed some of the words and changed the order in which he presented it, but he's still basically just saying everything Rumeiro said, but in different order.
But the most important part is that Gemini also analyzes your behavior on the platform. Which takes me to number 2, trust score. This has got to be one of the biggest changes that I've ever seen on YouTube. So this is the easiest way to explain trust score.
So, from what I could tell, Danny Y wasn't the one that came up with the trust score. Watching both videos back to back, it's basically the same fucking thing. Like I said, Danny Y just changed the order in which he presented shit, but it's still fundamentally exactly the same. And at points, like in the minute and a half clip there, it is almost identical. I find it unlikely that this is some big misunderstanding and it's just a coincidence. I understand that when it comes to information, there is only so many different ways you can convey the information, but it just feels very fishy that not only is it conveyed very similarly, almost identical at points, but also saying weird things like, I call it your trust score. I came up with that, when he clearly didn't come up with that. Also, couple that with the fact that the advice he gives in his video is the same advice Rumeiro gave in his video. It just feels like he did take the script from that video and just change it around a little bit so it wasn't just so blatantly obvious. Not as lazy as Belmont was with it. Anyway though, plagiarism isn't unusual on YouTube. This shit turbo sucks and it's only being more common now thanks to AI. And people like Rumeiro himself also preaching very similar tactics of just taking other people's topics, ideas, niches, and just having AI be fed this information in order to spit garbage out for you to post and make money on. I think that shit also sucks, and it's not all that dissimilar from what he's complaining about here with these channels ripping off his video. His AI faceless slop channels are fundamentally doing something very, very, very similar. And it's all trash. It's all garbage. And I'm sure he knows that, but it doesn't matter because he makes a ton of money doing it. If you look at his channel, a lot of his videos are just kind of bragging about how much money he makes from doing these AI faceless slop channels. It sucks. It's sad. And that's the exact kind of shit that's ruining the entire platform. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. See ya. I'm not gonna lie, that second video title has got me really curious. Business owner gets himself and all of his customers arrested? How do the It looks like this lady's holding a baby. The baby go away in cuffs too? What happened? How does that happen? Has anyone watched that yet? Is it interesting or am I being clickbaited? No, it's good. Alright, I'll take a peek. If this is some lame shit though, I'll be mad at you personally.
Okay, everyone, we are here at the Minocqua Brewing Company parking lot. Everybody say hi.
Hey.
And there's a police force around our place right now. Let's take a look at this gentleman over here.
This is Kirk, a man known throughout Minocqua for all the wrong reasons. And today is yet another day that he locks horns with his longtime enemy, Greg. But unlike the other times, today
local
is
beef
going to end differently.
How long is this going to go on? My kid right in here has got to put up with this nonsense.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're...
I'm going to go over there myself.
Please don't.
This is getting so
We're going to make sure that this is transparent and public because we don't trust the federal government anymore. You're part of
fair,
a very big
very
life
fair.
at the moment because unfortunately, you may be great guys, but your president and your regime is not.
Wait a minute.
The chaos begins around 5:20 p.m. on the evening of June 27th, 2025, after Greg Walker, the owner of Lakeland Times, calls the police in Minocqua, Wisconsin, following yet another dispute with the owner of a neighboring business, Minocqua Brewing Company's 48-year-old Kirk Bankstad. For the responding officer, this feud is nothing new, but he doesn't yet realize that this time, Kirk isn't alone.
Bankstad's over there in the thing. You see the woman in red, the guy in green. So I walk out and they say, "Hey Walker, f*** you can make sure you call the police department or the sheriff, you thin-skinned." They're all over there. They're antagonizing me.
Why?
Well, he has a criminal thing going on. There's bail here and everything. We're witnesses to a crime on him right now.
I don't understand what's happening. Why is there so much bad blood and animosity with you here, Greg? Are you an asshole? What's happened? What's gone so wrong here in the community? I am so curious on what's built up to this.
Was he yelling or just the people? Him. He started the whole thing. It was all Bankstad the whole time. Now it looks like he ran out of there. He's trying to run away. That person, those people right there, that woman in the red, the guy in the green, the blonde, the guy holding his beer up, the other antagonizing me.
Bro, you might just be a nerd. Like, maybe you're just like a dweeb. I don't know, man. Just the way you're even talking about it, I can see why people would make fun of you. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to think maybe Greg's not the good guy.
Every one of them should be written a disorderly conduct because I have every right to come to my building and not be harassed by a bunch of drunk people.
I mean, they're just making fun of you, man.
Property at all? Okay. But they don't have to. He's got a criminal. We got a case right now, criminal defamation case. Right.
Defamation. He's just making fun of you, bro.
I'll talk to you in a minute. There he is. That's what he's been doing the whole time. And that guy right there.
Just go inside. Just go inside, bro.
Okay. Yep, they should all get still. They're filming it and everything, and it's beautiful. Hopefully it gets put on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's being live streamed right now.
Yeah.
So. Okay, sounds good.
But we have a case, so I know the sheriff. I called the sheriff. He's already looking at disorderly conduct and bail jump.
Okay.
Talk to the district attorney.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to go pull up that stuff, and then I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to talk to them, okay?
Is this going to go on? Is my kid renting here? He's got to put up with this nonsense?
There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's what...
This. I'm going to go over there myself.
Please don't.
This is getting so...
Okay, hold on a second.
That's why I'm here.
It's like this wild animal over here, you know? Did she hear? Did she hear him? Oh, she heard. She called the police already earlier. What the hell are you guys doing?
Just please don't go over there, okay? I'm going to go over there and talk to them. But
So what are they doing? Are they just making fun of people?
I don't want you going over there and getting you called in.
This is 3-hour parking. They're parked here all day long. It just goes on and on in this liberal bullshit. God, thank God. If your daughter heard anything, I need that. Okay, she was going to walk over and file a complaint. Okay. Listen to him. He's doing the whole rant and everything.
Okay.
Outside.
What is the photo? Do you know?
I don't know.
I couldn't see from when he was showing it. Did you see what the photo was?
Look at it. I got Officer Radmer here, and this guy, they're just going off. It's a mob. You just had Scott Bassett, the neighbor, came over. He's going ballistic. He's got it all. I mean, when does it end? I mean, seriously, great.
What was he carrying? Was that a turkey?
He's got
or a big rock?
I mean, when does...
What does he got here? Looks like a turkey.
Does it end? I mean, seriously, Grady. Listen to him. Hear him?
Before entering the brewing business,
okay, here we
Kirk
go.
had run as a Democrat for the Wisconsin State Assembly in 2020, ultimately losing to Rob Swearingen. But his feud with Greg...
Holy fuck, man. That stash. It's like this is like the idea of a mustache. What the fuck? I haven't seen like a patchy mustache before.
Walker dated back to 2015, when Kirk criticized a Lakeland Times article about a local festival, accusing the paper of being misogynistic toward a female Chamber of Commerce director. Over the years, the conflict only escalated.
So he's been going for a decade.
After another Lakeland Times story, Kirk began publicly calling Walker a crook on social media, claiming he had heard Walker had a drinking problem. Then, in March 2021, Kirk falsely accused the newspaper of using a derogatory slur to describe the local Chamber of Commerce director. In reality, the paper had used the word idiocy to criticize the Chamber's actions surrounding a festival, not the slur Kirk claimed. But even this was only another chapter in their long-running feud, and this time, another family had been caught in the crossfire of Kirk's stunts.
Hey Grady, it's Officer Admiral.
Okay, so now this is who we just saw on the other side. So this is Scott.
Shift here. Yeah, so I just got on shift here, so I'm figuring out what's going on here. But they're yelling across the road and pointing, and it sounds like they were swearing and stuff at Greg and employees. And we also have a house right next door that they called and filed a complaint as well. Okay.
This is such boomer drama. I know, it's glorious. I love this shit.
You just said go off right in front of the office.
I just spoke to.
Who cares? She can say that, bro. she can. They can say that if they want, man.
Get myself in a jam until the other deputies get here, because that's not smart for me to go there by myself with how they're acting.
Yeah, but you want to make sure you get all of them. Every single one of them. Look at them.
And
you're witnessing this.
Yeah, it's all being recorded too.
Okay, well, film them.
Yep.
There you go. Get every one of them and arrest them. Flipping me off, that guy.
They can do that, bro. Like, they're allowed to do that.
Well, I'm going to go pull up those cases, and when the deputies get here, we're going to go over there.
But I would go over and get them now.
I know, but you have to
go over there and fight them if you want, bro. I mean, why are you over here whining about it? Or go inside and you won't hear them.
They're all flipping me off. Are you witnessing this?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful.
All right. Do you recognize anybody else?
You can't just make fun of people all day. He's all day. The only reason they can keep making fun of him is because he's standing here. If he just goes inside, it's over. I don't know. Like, and you kind of can do that. Like, you can make fun of people. Don't be surprised if you get punched in the mouth for it. But you can do that. And if he wants it to stop, he can just walk inside. He's 2 steps away from him, from his house or his business. He doesn't have to stay there.
Okay.
You got this, man?
Yep.
You hitting this?
Yeah. Sounds good. Yep, no problem.
Pier 43 have about 30 people over at Minocqua Brewing Company. They're still consistently yelling profanities across the highway. I did speak to the father of the tenant next door. Sounds like the daughter is going to be walking over to make a complaint as well. I'll just go over there.
Hello. You're the one who lives here? Okay. Alright, so what can you tell me?
He's just been really loud. Like, I've been home for like 45 minutes and he's been like screaming, and then like 5 minutes ago, like just awful. Like that, screaming across the street.
Screaming and flipping them off and yelling over here. I'm the one that called.
Okay.
I just called too, because they were flipping me off.
Just please, everybody, just don't even go over there and look at them. I don't want to make this, you know.
I ran my leaf blower just to drown them out a little, so you don't have to listen to this nonsense.
Because right now,
that's not really a good plan, bro. How's the leaf blower going to do
So I'm
anything?
waiting for some deputies to get here as well before I go over there, because I know it's
Play some music or something. Play some DMCA music. It'll get his Facebook thing demonetized. Think.
Hopefully they're stepping on it.
Think, Mark.
Put a lock on his door.
That's the county thing. Because, yeah, the county is the one who said he can't operate. I don't know. I know everybody is asking that question. I'm asking that question myself, too.
Yeah. He's got to close up and go before everybody gets
I had to pull up some stuff on my computer, but I'll be hanging out here until the deputies get here.
While Kirk's actions were nothing new to officers, Walker, or much of the community, they still managed to provoke outrage. In May 2021, Walker officially filed a libel lawsuit against Kirk after he refused to remove posts calling him a crook and a misogynist. Then in August 2021, while that lawsuit was
so local,
Kirk made another another shocking accusation, falsely claiming that Walker had allowed his own brother to die in a hunting accident so he could inherit the family newspaper business. Kirk would later admit that parts of the story had been fabricated. In October 2003,
this guy's just a maniac.
The jury awarded Greg Walker $750,000 in damages, one of the largest defamation verdicts in Wisconsin history. A year later, in October 2024, the judgment was reduced to $580,000, with Kirk personally paying $50,000 while the remainder was covered by insurance. But if anyone believed this lawsuit would finally put an end to it all, they were wrong. Less than a year later,
so much
Kirk was
lore.
back doing what he had always done, and things are only going to get worse.
Okay. So they're all standing in their beer garden, looking over at Greg Walker, flipping him off, tossing at him and everything. Kirk is involved with that, and I know he has, I believe, what was it? For his open misdemeanor.
God damn it! I need to see them talk to Kirk. Go over to him.
Expect Sheriff Grady Hartman
Oh wait, this is his POV.
me because they are friends.
Kirk pulls out his phone once again to record a video for his social media about the incident.
Okay, everyone, we are here at the Minocqua Brewing Company parking lot. Everybody say hi.
Hello. Hello.
And there is a let's see. There's a police force around.
Damn, he is
our
hammered
place right now. Let's take a look at this gentleman over here. This guy is a Minocqua Police Department officer, and this is Greg Walker. Everyone, Greg Walker, who is the owner of the Lakeland Times, who is we call it the Westboro Baptist Church. We call it the Westboro Baptist Church of Minocqua. Greg Walker has called the cops on us, and he expects Sheriff Grady Hartman. He expects Sheriff Grady Hartman to come and arrest me because they are friends. He expects Sheriff Grady Hartman to come and arrest me because they are friends. And I think somebody else with him is Heather Holmes.
Wait, someone just typed in his chat. One person. Blocked by the... God damn it. Like it censored it. Ooh, there is a no contact, is what they said. I don't know how many viewers he has, but this is the first comment that we've seen pop up. So I'm assuming this relates to, like, their litigation. And this guy is saying probably something to the effect of, why are you yelling at him? There is no contact. Something like that, maybe?
Sheriff Grady Hartman to come and arrest me because they are friends. And I think somebody else with him is Heather Holmes. What's happening here, folks, is a standoff between the Hatfields and the McCoys. We have the
I don't know about that.
People in the state of Wisconsin, who would be Greg Walker, who owns the Lakeland Times and the, what are we talking about? River News of Rhinelander. We're giving a beer.
God damn it. He's actually got some viewers in here. What the hell? Totally disgusting. I can't believe some of the other businesses don't speak up. Is that what? I can't tell if that's for or against this.
Yeah, we're giving a beer tasting, and we were lamenting the poor state of journalism in northern Wisconsin because Greg Walker only reports the news that he wants to be told. And he also sues people when he doesn't like what they say about him because he's the thinnest skinned person in the history of mankind.
But unlike most other times, he isn't alone. In 2024, Kirk was also charged with criminal defamation after posting a photoshopped explicit image of Walker and one of his editors. Although those rare criminal charges were later dismissed, they resulted in strict bail conditions being imposed on him. But even that didn't stop him. In February 2025, Walker filed another lawsuit against Kirk, accusing him of violating their privacy by using Walker's name and face on his politically themed beer products, including one called Snowflake Holiday Ale without permission. And even now, he's only rubbing everyone the wrong way.
I got the whole county coming right now, so I just started my shift.
Yeah, I bet he makes it himself. He probably doesn't have a graphic artist. I bet he's making all of it himself.
Hey, Greg, smile for the camera. Greg, that's Greg Walker, everyone. Unfortunately, I can't. Oh, here we go. That's Greg Walker. Greg Walker is the publisher of the Lakeland Times. And the Lakeland Times has sued us for defamation. And Greg Walker has called
arrest you for what? Having fun? Is what that one comment said.
Called the cops.
3911. I'm on law 1. Kirk is currently still yelling at Greg.
Hey, officer, raise your hand. You're on prime time. You're on prime time. Apparently these guys don't love to be videotaped because they're all corrupt. Are you going to stick around, Greg? The entire state of Wisconsin is seeing you with Heather
The whole
Holmes
state? Holy
talking
fuck.
right now. So these guys,
Everyone's tuning into his live
Greg
stream.
Walker and Heather Holmes, work for the Lakeland Times. Oh, Sheriff Grady Hartman. Here we go, everyone. Hey, film it, Angie. Let's see what's going to happen today, everyone. This gentleman is walking over, not to talk to me, apparently.
All right, we're gonna.
He's here for a beer,
At
actually.
this point, nobody is free to leave. Okay? From what's been going on, I've been sitting here listening to everything.
Nobody is free to leave. Okay, hold on.
So nobody is free to leave at this time, okay?
Hold on.
We're about to walk out the door.
Okay. I saw you two sitting here, so you guys are good.
Nobody's free to leave.
Yep.
Sir, you are live on candid camera.
Okay.
What is your problem, sir? Why are
We're
you
gonna
holding
figure out
us?
what's going on.
What's going on?
Well, I've been standing here and you've been yelling over there.
Yeah.
You do realize you have no contact with him, right?
Huh?
You have no contact
I
with
don't
him.
contact with him.
You were looking directly at him, calling out to him.
Come on, man.
Hey.
We're going directly to my squad.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so that changes things. If he has a no contact, then yeah, you can't fucking do that then, brother. But yeah, if you're just gonna make fun of someone, you can do that. And Greg could have gone inside, and it stops right then and there. But yeah, this guy's a fucking maniac. He just keeps going with a no contact.
Ooh. Take it. Everybody look at this. Man, take this.
You're being detained right now.
Stop.
Stop.
Take this video. I'm not doing anything. Peaceful.
Unlock your hands.
Hey, how about you?
I couldn't imagine having an arch nemesis like this for over a decade. It reminds me of what I just saw earlier today about like two turtles that have been feuding for 120 years over one of them stealing grass or something. It's that same energy.
How about you stop hurting my hands?
Unlock his hands.
I'm not hurting my hands.
Stop resisting her.
I'm not. Stop. I'm stopping.
No,
What do you
you're
want me
not.
to do?
Loosen up. Don't be so tense.
Put your wrist behind your back. Walk. Why are you resting?
Exactly. Sheriff Grady Hartman. Hey, you need to loosen up the right one. I'm in pain.
We'll
I
take a
didn't- I
look
didn't
at
do
him,
a
but
thing.
you were pulling, so that's on
Can you
you.
undo it? Can you undo it? Can you undo it? I'm in pain. I'm in extreme pain. Can you undo it?
Oh, Scott's filming too. There's so many angles here. Everyone's streaming.
If you didn't resist.
And all of Wisconsin's watching.
I might tense up when being illegally arrested.
You broke a no contact, Kirk. You know that.
What do you mean a no contact?
You know you have a no contact.
Bro, he drank 45 beers this morning, man. He doesn't remember.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not a flight risk.
Okay, I don't need anyone else here. Everyone else needs to go back to the 12.
Can you loosen it up again? I mean, I'm not a flight risk. What are you going to do?
That's like,
I've never been arrested my entire life.
Well,
Except for the last time.
Okay, sit down.
Oh, those are my keys. Can you give them to my employee? Give them to my employee, because
So how do all the customers get arrested? How does that unfold? So we see they got the Cobra Commander here. But what about the customers?
Put your hands behind your back. Everybody line up.
Him led a consequence.
Jack or flannel.
But this time, Kirk isn't going to be the only one heading to jail. Soon, several others will join him after their attempt to support him led to consequences of their own.
Alright, as of right now, everybody that's in this facility is being detained until an investigation can be completed. Everyone's going in handcuffs, so everyone can turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What?
Everybody line up. That's how we're doing. No, not right now.
Literally just wanted to have a beer.
Well, enjoy jail, Buster.
We'll get there, but we gotta figure out what's going on before that happens. Yep.
Figure out what's going on. What do you mean? What?
Not right now.
They've been in there for like 2 hours.
Okay, then you need to go to jail for that. What do you mean your dog's been in your truck for 2 hours? That guy needs to be going to jail ASAP. Definitely got a good case here for this.
Well, nobody can leave right now. You're not going to be going to grab a dog.
Well, can you go let him out?
Which car is yours?
Ford Rain, Ford F-150, F-151.
Okay, we can take a look at that after.
What's going on?
You know what's going on. Everybody was yelling, hooting, and hollering over there.
I didn't yell anything.
I was standing there watching.
I didn't yell anything.
We yelled nothing. We were quiet.
I didn't do anything.
And
I'm drinking beer.
We're going to figure it all out.
Oh my God.
Doug's in cuffs right now. Doug's in cuffs.
Doug? Who's Doug?
You know everybody that was doing it? So the one that she took away, he was yelling. She's saying
They can yell. Okay, this makes no sense. They can yell if they want. They can make fun of Greg till the cows come home. Bangstad can't because he has a no contact. I don't get this one. This makes no sense to me. They're not. It's not harassment. That guy can just walk inside. They are doing nothing but making fun of him if they were even yelling. I don't know. I only saw Bangstad yelling. Now this is some goofy shit.
next to Kirk going like this, over towards Kirk. Or over towards Greg.
I need to point out
the guy in black shirt, one that's still recording.
That one?
It's not harassment. It's not.
Black shirt can go, handcuffs.
That guy could have easily just turned around, walked inside. They were making fun of him. You can boo people. You can make fun of people. Do you think Eric Schmidt was being harassed when the entire auditorium was making fun of him during his AI speech? No. That is not the same. Bangstad can't because he has no contact. This doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't see him before. Okay. Yep. I didn't see these. Are you with her? I didn't see them.
Black shirt with phone.
Blue shirt that just walked that way, and her. I did not see them do anything. They said they just got here. I believe they did.
Okay. Who else?
She was standing by Kirk, pointing over to Greg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you got a group of people that are over yelling in that direction.
Who else?
That might be it right now. Some people dispersed while I was talking to them. You're an employee.
He's grabbing everybody.
I didn't see her do anything. I didn't see them do anything.
These two?
No.
Didn't see? Okay.
No more.
Is that all we're going with? I want her. She goes.
I didn't do it. It's ridiculous.
I can go across the street and double check that I'm not missing anybody. If you want me to run over there?
Wait, run over where?
Talk to Greg if there's any I'm missing that are here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Are there any over there that you see right now that we missed?
She's definitely one. The guy we got his plate. He walked out. He was one that big guy that walked out. He was the same one.
Okay.
What mean words did he say to you?
Right door. I don't recall.
Did he call you a loser?
These individuals over here on the left, I didn't see them do anything.
No, but the guy in the green and the blonde for sure. I think I got video of them.
If you do, that'd be fantastic.
Collectively, all of them were up in arms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, verbally. She got in the car. I think you got her plate.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't show that. But no, she was definitely one of them. And those two in the corner, for sure, the guy in the green and the blonde.
Victim is reporting.
Let's see, what were the charges for him?
We'll wait for one more.
The lawsuit also accuses Kirk of using his foundation's super PAC beer following
the Secret Service
of the free beer controversy.
Where's the
live stream?
Where's the charges for the
form for her? She can just fill that out of what happened.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Apart from Kirk, a total of 6 people were arrested during the incident. Each was charged with violating the town of Minocqua's disorderly conduct municipal ordinance.
So disorderly conduct.
$326 citation, but each of their citations was later dismissed on the prosecutor's motion. Ultimately,
that makes sense.
Bangstad was charged with
because there's no real case there,
conduct and bail jumping.
Except for
he also
Bangstad.
received a $389 harassment citation and was released a few days later on a $1,150 cash bond, with conditions that he have no contact with Greg Walker, neighbors, and the other victims involved in the original call. Kirk later shared a post on social media describing how traumatic it was for him to undergo a strip.
While at the jail, I was forced to strip out of my clothes and put on an orange prison garb.
search, change into the jail's orange uniform, and be held in a bullpen he said felt like a large walk-in closet that left him feeling claustrophobic. He also complained about the food, claiming he woke up with joint pain and depression after spending the night there. Kirk further claimed that even 36 hours after his release, his wrists still hurt from how tightly they had been restrained during the arrest. As of April 14, 2026, Kirk was found guilty following a no-contest plea of disorderly conduct. The bail-jumping charge and the harassment citation were later dismissed on the prosecutor's motion. Ultimately, he was sentenced to pay a $500 fine along with additional court-related costs, bringing the total to $1,083.
Fuck. They ruined him. What a wacky story. Yeah, I'm sure it was the food. I'm sure it had nothing to do with all of the copious amounts of alcohol that he was consuming that day, by the way. Yeah. Keep watching, there's more. How could there possibly be 4 more minutes here?
$3. But this incident is only another bookmark in Kirk's long history of run-ins with the law. As of 2026, Greg Walker and his editor are still pursuing a lawsuit against Kirk over the beer branding controversy. The lawsuit also accuses Kirk of using his foundation's super PAC funds to cover personal legal expenses tied to his ongoing feuds, something a judge reportedly described as potentially committing some sort of fraud against his donors.
Yeah, but that's not a crime
Kirk
anymore.
Has already found himself in trouble again after making another controversial social media post offering free beer following a recent attack. As of April 30th, 2026, Kirk posted another cryptic message on social media in the aftermath of the free beer controversy and live streamed the FBI's visit to his establishment.
The FBI and the Secret Service have just pulled up. I've got my lawyer, Fred. Hey, Fred. We're going to make sure...
Hey, Fred, that's your lawyer? Hi, Fred. No tie? Casual wear today.
Hey, Fred. We're going to make sure that this is transparent and public because we don't trust the federal government anymore. So hello, guys. How you doing? Hello. You're part of a very big live stream at the moment because...
One of the biggest live streams in Wisconsin,
you
actually.
May be great guys, but your president and your regime is not. So
the reason that we're here today...
Yep.
Just to ask a couple questions and then we'll be...
Yep. Got it.
So the question that I got first for you is, do you know anyone who wants to or has made threats to kill, kidnap, or inflict bodily harm on the president or vice president?
He doesn't.
Do you want to kill, kidnap, inflict bodily harm on the president or vice president, or have made threats to do that?
I can answer that myself. No, I do not.
Do you know anyone who...
Can I ask you guys a question?
Go ahead, yeah, consensual interview.
Is it always black suits? Because it's like Men in Black, guy. It's like Men in Black with a...
Oh, this is so sweet now.
Kind of,
they're all friends. You guys want a beer?
A little bit, all right.
You guys want to shout some insults at Greg with me?
To provide support to do the things that I just listed off of, either kill, kidnap, or inflict bodily harm on the president or vice president.
Absolutely not.
Do you want to provide support to any of those groups that might do something like that?
Absolutely not. Can I expound on that?
Please do.
Okay, I'm not going to expand on that. Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Don't do that,
These
Bankstead.
guys are probably not bad.
Your lawyer would be very upset if you did.
They probably hate their job as much as we hate the federal government right now. They left me alone. We're probably all good. By the way, all you MAGA guys that linked the Secret Service and the FBI, it appears that they don't give a crap about your links, but the
You've
fact
given
that you
Bangstad
overwhelmed
some
them with
powerful
links probably
allies.
forced them to actually come here and question me, which, maybe that's what you wanted. So you got what you wanted. However, First Amendment still rules, and we're never going to stop talking. I'm never...
Bangstad. What a crazy story.